Hey everybody, welcome
Hey, what up?
to Following Lucha. I am Jacy. I am joined by my lovely, beautiful, fantastic co-host. Who are you?
What's up, guys? It's me, Steven.
Yo, Steven.
Yo.
This is Following Lucha. We are the lore keepers of Lucha Underground, and it feels like it has been forever since we recorded one of these. Because, I mean,
It really has.
yeah.
It's been more than a week.
It's been almost 2 weeks.
That's
Not
crazy.
I mean, not
dude.
really. That's kind of a lie, but it's close enough. It's close enough. Steven, so much has happened in
What's up?
wrestling. So much has happened in Lucha Underground.
So much.
So much.
So much.
I mean, not as much as could have happened, because we did do a bonus episode talking about WrestleMania. So like everyone can go listen to that if they want.
Don't watch it.
No, like I did.
Don't watch it, guys.
I went through the effort of uploading it and editing
Uh-huh.
it because it was like a 2-hour thing that we did. But like,
Don't watch it.
yeah, like maybe don't, guys. Like
I think it's because we
Mhm.
did it really late. We also wanted to end it really early. It's a bad combination of that.
Yeah, it didn't
Yeah.
it didn't go the best. Didn't go the best. But we are here to redeem ourselves, Steven, with is this like episode 9 of Following Lucha? That's crazy.
I think I don't want to keep track of episode numbers.
I have
I
no
think
clue.
once we get to episode 69, we should make a special about it.
Yo, that'd be crazy. Oh my god. But why?
I don't know. It's a cool number.
It is kind of cool. It is we'll have to keep that in
Oh.
mind. We'll have to keep that in mind. But Steven, we watched Lucha Underground season 1, episode 8 this week. The episode was called A Unique Opportunity, and it is from December 17th of 2014. Before we get into that though,
Yo.
before we start talking about A Unique Opportunity, is there any house cleaning you want to do? We should probably address the fact that you're sick this week.
What?
I
No.
know. So guys, if
No
this
way.
episode does suck like the WrestleMania one,
I'm
it's
coughing all the time.
Steven's fault. He's sick and he's a bad podcast host, correct?
Exactly.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sacrificing my health for this podcast.
I know, it's so tough.
Awful.
It's so tough. But thank you so much, Steven. We're all so grateful that you could make it here today. We are so grateful that you could make it here today. But the episode of Lucha Underground that we're recapping, it started off with a recap of its own from the following week, Steven. And again,
That's crazy.
It's been so long. I don't remember what happened that week.
It
on the
felt more
episode.
like a season premiere, you know? I feel like the last episode felt like a season finale
Mhm.
because it ended some storylines, and this one's all right, well, we don't really have any more storylines. Just put everyone together.
I mean, you
in a
know what?
big
That's a
match.
fair point. That's a fair point. It was kind of like a little reset, I guess so.
Yeah.
But do you even remember what the main event of that episode was? Oh, that was the triple
It was
threat.
The triple threat. Yeah,
You're right.
triple ladder match.
The
How'd
triple
you
threat
forget
ladder
that?
match. No, you're right. You're right. And then, but we didn't get any closure on Chavo being chased after by Mexico.
Oh, true.
So
You got
I don't know.
sidelined.
yeah, but maybe that was the thing that's supposed to get us coming back for season
Yeah.
2. You know, I think so.
Maybe.
But no, you're wrong. This is episode 8 of season
no.
1. So.
No.
Yeah, there goes that. But the recap basically just showed that Johnny Mundo, of course, won the briefcase in that ladder match from the following week. And in it was $100,000. It was supposed to be Big Rick's signing bonus. Instead, Johnny won it from him and Puma. And now he's happy. Also, Dario wanted his key back. So that happened.
What is the key for? We don't know yet. We won't know.
We don't know.
I don't know when.
We
I don't know.
Why is
I
that
don't
key
know.
so important to him? It's important
Right?
lore. We're the lore
a key.
keepers, and we have no clue.
I don't know.
But we'll find out eventually. I hope. But this episode title, Steven, A Unique Opportunity, had me so excited. Okay, because
Okay.
I don't want to spoil stuff for you. Okay, because this is your
Okay.
first time watching the series. But the phrase "a unique opportunity" becomes so common in this goddamn television series. Okay,
Is it like when WWE gets a word that's uncommon? It's all right, guys, this is our word now.
guys, this is the most
This is-
stupendous
this is the word
WrestleMania.
now.
I mean, a little bit. It more so just becomes a part of Dario's character, where he doesn't want to give people rewards and everything, and he
Right,
wants
right.
everything to be kind of scary. Like, is this good? Is it bad? So he always gives people unique opportunities. You know,
Unique
a
opportunity.
unique opportunity. And so this is episode 1. It's the introduction of that concept. And the episode starts with Vampiro and Matt Striker, of course, as it always done. We're 9 episodes in of Lucha Underground, or 8 episodes in, and they keep on saying it. They keep on saying, "Thank you for riding with the El Rey Network." which
Thank you, LRA Network.
Is
I
it-
love you.
I don't remember them saying that ever. My first time watching it.
I think every so often you hear either Matt or Vampiro say LRA Network. You just gotta push it in, you know.
Just
the
a
network
non
they're on.
sequitur. Just like,
Yeah.
That's cool. That's
Yep.
cool.
Thanks, LRA Network. Wow,
Thanks.
you're on the LRA Network.
Yo, welcome.
I don't know why they say it because like if you're on the LRA Network, you already know about the network, right?
I mean, it's the El Rey network. No, if you ended up on the El Rey network, you were channel browsing, you were channel surfing. You
Yeah.
know, this is happenstance. This was
Well,
not
you don't like
intentional.
you don't like your Mexican was it rumps?
No,
Soap
no, I
operas?
don't
No?
think so. I don't think so.
Not a big fan of those.
No, and also I think El Rey was primarily westerns.
Is it westerns?
I believe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wait, can I hate to interrupt our Lucha Underground talk, Steven, but I'm looking at your T-shirt right now.
Yes.
It's a Six Flags T-shirt. It's a Six Flags employee T-shirt, but Steven, you're muted. Steven, why the
Yes.
fuck are you muted?
I don't know.
Steven,
I
why
think I pressed my mute button
are
by
you afraid to
accident.
admit that you work for Six Flags? I just I did it anyways.
What?
I told them.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Why are you wearing your employee Six Flags shirt? You don't work at Six Flags anymore.
Because I just have it to sleep in. I just woke up, man.
Well,
Come on.
Why are
You're
you
ruining
sleeping before the
dude. You're trying to call
podcast?
me out.
why are you
You
sleeping
don't
before the
just
podcast?
take naps.
No, I can't take
No?
naps. I wish I could just live my life like Vince McMahon.
Dude,
Get up at 2 a.m., work the fuck out, go to sleep for another like 20 minutes. That's the
What does
ideal
he
lifestyle.
do? What does Vince do for a living? Because like he just sleeps for like 2 hours and then he just all right, that's enough, guys. And he just operates like a machinery. It's crazy. You guys
Hell yeah.
insane.
He is. But the point is, I want to operate like that. Clearly, I guess you are also operating like that, seeing as you're
Yeah.
sleeping at fucking 7:30. You know?
Nah, I'm a sleep machine, dude. All I do is eat.
Oh, that's
sleep.
awesome. That's it.
I don't know what the phrase is.
No,
I don't know what
all
the-
I do is eat
I
and
don't- I don't
sleep.
know.
That's how it goes.
All I do is that. Just one life cycle of that, and then I just deaf.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we got one life and you're living it, Steven. You are crushing it, dude.
Actually, when I was younger, I used to think that like sleep was just waste of time.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, what else could you do? You know, I could be doing so much now, but I'm laying in my bed, just doing nothing. It's like, ugh.
But you've grown out of that mindset. You think, oh.
Yeah, I realized, man, that really stunted my growth
Is that what?
as a human being.
That's fair. That's super fair.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, man.
That's why I'm a sleepy man now. all
Well,
the
you're
time.
not growing anymore. You know, we did
know.
damage. There's,
know.
There's no point in sleeping
long-term damage, man.
Well, okay. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry to bring up that trauma.
No, it's okay, man.
We start out the episode riding with the El Rey Network. It's Vampiro, it's Matt Striker, and Vampiro is just wearing an outfit. He's like 25 years too old to be wearing.
Dude, he looks sick though. Like his eye, they had continuity. His eye was like messed up this time. It was crazy.
Why was
Did you
his
see his
eye
eye?
messed up?
Because he got punched in the face by Johnny.
I'm
Moon,
talking about
though.
Vampiro.
Oh, you're talking about Gwen. I think you're talking about the other Dario, man. I'm sorry.
Dude, what the hell? Dario
I'm
always
sorry.
dresses like that. It's just a suit. Why would he be dressing 25 years too old?
Nah.
You're a bad podcast co-host. You don't even know what I'm
Nah,
saying.
nah.
But you're right. No, Dario did have a black eye. He had a black eye, but he wasn't even in the ring to start out with. Who was in the ring before him were 10 luchadors all waiting for something.
10 luchadors?
There were 10 whole luchadors,
No,
Steven.
it
Count them.
wasn't 10.
Count them. You want me to count them for you? Do you want me to
It was
list them
9
out?
luchadors and
No.
one big
Steven.
Rick. Excuse you.
Oh, no, you're right. You're right. There were 9 masked
Big
wrestlers.
Rick and the luchadors.
And one Big Rick. There was Phoenix, it was Pentagon, Prince Puma, King Cuerno, Drago, Son of Havoc, Superfly, Mariachi Loco, and Masquerita Sagrada. And of course, yes, Big Rick was there too. And this is how the show starts. It's just the 10 of them hanging out in the ring, like all kind of confused. And that's when Dario comes out. You're right, black eye, very black. And he says, you all must be wondering why you're out here in the ring. But I got 10 luchadors all here because you are going to be in a truly epic event tonight. It is a Lucha Underground 10-way match. And
Yo, I love 10 ways.
he says it like it's a surprise. But dude, how many directions could we have gone in here, man? Like, I don't know
what
what.
a 5-on-5 tag match.
I guess.
You know?
I guess.
Little Teddy Long special.
No, you're right. You're right. But then he says that later tonight, after this match, there will be another 10-man match with 10 other luchadors. So it's
No way.
exciting stuff. It's exciting stuff. But you're right. It does kind of feel like the beginning of a new season. I'm thinking of like when SmackDown Live became a thing back in like 2016. Remember the first ever episode? They did like a fucking 15-man battle royal that Apollo Crews won for some reason.
Good for Apollo, dude. He needed that win.
I know. He did a lot with it, honestly. Yeah, he took it and ran.
The Andrew Battle Royale, that's crazy. Good for him.
Let's go. So, Dario basically just says that the winners of both matches, both 10-man matches, will be rewarded not with money, but with a unique opportunity. One much more precious than money, actually, Steven. So that's exciting.
No way.
I know. Then
What do you think Johnny Mundo spent his money on, by the way? All that money? What he got?
You think he spent it 7 days later?
I don't know. He looks like a guy who would spend that much on like fancy places, fancy restaurants, hanging out with celebrities.
He seems like he would spend it, but over like he's definitely not investing the money, right? We're in agreement there. But yeah, I think he's spending it over a longer period of time.
Maybe.
I think so.
You think he's an investor?
No, I just said no.
No.
That was Steven.
No, you just think no?
No, he's clearly not. Look at his fancy little coat. Look at his sunglasses. He's not. He's clearly not. But Matt Striker reiterates, a unique opportunity worth more than money on the line. Here we go. And then the bell rings, Steven.
Oh my gosh.
I know. We're starting the 10-way, and it's Luchadors versus Big Rick. It's everyone against Big Rick.
Big Rick versus the world right now, dude.
I know. And that, but at this
Sling
point,
Travel's gimmick. It's crazy.
Messed up. I was kind of confused at this point. Like, is it a battle royal? Like, is it elimination? No. And then Vampiro's like, it is one fall to a finish. And so I was like, oh, actually helpful commentary.
Forever.
Very good. Very good.
It's gonna take forever to
exactly. How does someone win this match? Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it starts out with just Big Rick getting beat up by everyone, and then it turns into Big Rick versus Masquerita Sagrada. The only mini in the match, which is cool. You get like a Trouble in Paradise on Big Rick, and just completely unfazed was the man. And this is
Billy Gunn it,
where Matt Striker just has maybe the most absurd line yet in Lucha Underground. Because Pentagon gets in the ring to protect Big Rick for some reason and just chops the shit out of Masquerita Sagrada, and Matt Striker says he just collapsed his little baby baboon heart.
No, our poor little guy. What happened?
Poor little baby baboon, Masquerita Sagrada. I know.
I still can tell if like Matt thinks he's a joke because he's like a little guy.
Well, he clearly
so
does.
Mean towards him.
It's constant little person joke after little person joke.
I mean, he did come from a company that like made the little people court thing, so.
What do you mean?
Maybe he's been conditioned for this.
How is that comparable? Little people court is very serious.
You're right. It's very serious. What the hell? Very serious matter.
Put some respect on little people court, okay? God damn it. But Masquerita Sagrada, he was like the star of this match. Because at one point, it's just Pentagon beating him up, and it's brutal. It's disgusting. And there was one really cool spot where they were on the apron, like on the outside on the apron, and Pentagon was downed. Like he somehow got knocked down by Masquerita, and Masquerita ran toward him. Pentagon stuck out his feet and launched Masquerita into the air, like just off the ring. And then he had a Hurricane Rana on like King Cuerno or something. It was just ridiculous looking.
Good for him. Sick. It was sick, dude. I like the intro where Matt Striker was like introducing like the luchadors.
Yeah.
And then for Superfly, like Superfly is known for his flying maneuvers.
Yeah. Well, if you remember, he's in that one group in Mexico. We don't know who, but he's in a group down there. So that's
poor
cool.
Superfly, man.
Poor dude. They got no notes on him. It's so sad.
He doesn't like a mariachi gimmick the other guy has either. He's just a dude.
Yeah, he doesn't even. Yeah, you're right. He doesn't work at the Mexican restaurant that Dario goes to.
Yeah,
it's so sad.
It's a luchador, just generic luchador, man. Poor guy.
He really is. Also, Prince Puma. Because this match is like a big deal. They have like some of their biggest stars in it. They have Phoenix. They have Puma. They have Big Rick and Cuerno. All these people. But
Puma's all bandaged up.
Yeah, he has
this match. Big Rick's not though.
No, Big Rick didn't get
hurt.
Not
Big Rick though.
No.
He didn't get hurt that much.
Well, if you remember, I think it was Mr. Cisco put Prince Puma through a ladder or something. So.
Right.
Right,
that'll do it.
Yeah. Mr. Cisco's kind of known for that kind of stuff, and so his ribs are all taped up. Poor Prince Puma. And at one point, Matt Striker starts saying, because the tape starts coming undone around Puma's waist, right? And Matt Striker's like, oh, the way his tape is hanging off reminds me of the streamers in Japan. And I was like,
I thought about that. I was like, what does that mean?
no, Matt Striker, it doesn't look like streamers in Japan. You're ignoring the obvious. It looks like he has fucking toilet paper hanging off of him. Because it looks
like Jeff Hardy. Just has paper on him.
Yeah, exactly. But it did. It looked like he just had paper towels coming out his ass. And Matt Striker was trying to cover for it, being like, oh, it's like streamers. No. No,
Just
it's
say he
not.
looks like Jeff Hardy, dude. Like, he already mentioned Shawn Michaels in this match for some reason.
When did you mention Shawn Michaels?
I don't know. He said something about like something like Shawn Michaels, and then Vampiro said like comparisons like Fit Finlay.
Oh,
It was very
that was
weird.
random. Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
that part where Vampiro just randomly just brings up Fit Finlay, just no reason, out of nowhere, which was cool.
And yeah, but Striker did the same thing as Shawn Michaels in this match. I was like, what?
That's awesome.
You don't own these IPs, dude. You can't mention that.
That's so sick. That's so sick. Then Matt Striker, by the way, he said that everyone in this match knows that the opportunity Dario Cueto referenced is going to be valuable. And Vampiro responds by saying, "No doubt about it, Matt. That guy's got some freaky fetishes."
Yo,
How,
guy's got some freaky fetishes, bro. You can't, man. You can't.
Dario? They're talking about
No
Dario,
way.
right? Like, what does that mean, dude?
You can't, dude. He's got some freaky fetishes, bro.
I guess he does. I was happy though during this match, Steven, because Drago, of course, is in it. He on King Cuerno does his little like cool little scorpion ass roll up that we've become fans of, right? And they actually name it. It has a name now.
No way.
I know. Matt
What was the
Striker
name?
calls this man's finisher the Dragon's Tail Roll Through, which
Oh,
I mean it could
not
be
bad.
better. I mean, yeah, but it's
not the worst.
It's a mouthful, you know.
I mean, I think the worst would have been the dragon's tongue.
The
He
dragon
just dragon tongued him. No way.
Oh my god.
He's been hit with a dragon
The
tongue.
dragon tongue. That's crazy. I think that's what we gotta call it now, isn't it?
The dragon's
The
tongue.
dragon's tongue? I think so. I
Oh
think
man,
so.
he hit the dragon's tongue on him. It's over.
Well, it's actually not that bad. You know, if we use it as a verb and we start
Yeah.
saying he dragon tongued him, then yes, it's quite
Yeah,
bad.
dragon tongue.
However, it could work. It could work. I don't know. This match at one point just devolved into just everyone hitting their finishers, which fair enough. It's a
Yeah.
10-person match and it's like only a quarter of the show.
Well, the more people there are, the more your finisher bar goes up. You know, that's how it works.
It does.
That's
it
how
does.
it works.
It really does. So like Puma hit Masquerita's. he hit Masquerita, I think it was with a Benadryller at one point, which is crazy.
Masquerita.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
It was just again. It was finisher after finisher. Penta hit a pile driver on Mariachi Loco. Everyone teamed up on Big Rick again, and he. When it was time for Masquerita Sagrada to do his finisher, Matt Striker called it the mini marshmallow Rana, which okay, like
Mini marshmallow.
the mini marshmallow
Just,
Rana.
A mini white like costume demand.
Well, yeah, you
like a
get it
marshmallow.
because he's a little person and he's wearing a white outfit.
yeah.
So
good for
so
him.
so mini marshmallow, the mini
It's the
marshmallow.
mini
Rana.
marshmallow.
It makes sense.
My God.
Which it's weird. It's weird that we get a new name like that, the mini marshmallow for Masquerita, but he didn't
He got
bring up.
mini marshmallow.
No, but he didn't bring up the fact that Big Rick has a new nickname, if you remember, the Urban Thing.
The Urban
Weird how
Thing.
we dropped that after just a week. Really strange. Really,
It's
really
the urban
strange.
thing, Big Rick.
That's how does that make it out of his mouth? And two, how does that end up
that out.
on the El Rey network? How does that happen, dude? But basically the match ends up finishing up when Phoenix actually hits it was like a leaping over the shoulder, like I don't know how to describe it. It was like he was going for a running power slam, but instead of power slamming, he did a fucking pile driver. Yeah.
I think they just called him modified pile drivers. Like, all right, it's good enough for me.
I guess so. He has a pile driver, and he hits it on Prince Puma, and then pins him
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Which,
That's insane, dude.
dude, if we, this is 2014, and
It's crazy.
this is a 10-man match. Ricochet is the biggest star in the company. They are building
Well,
him up
he's injured.
to be their biggest dude in the company. Yes, he has tape on his ribs. Okay, fine, but like,
He can't compete at 100%.
it is.
He's injured.
It couldn't
He has,
be more.
He has streamers on him.
It couldn't.
Those Japanese streamers.
This is not what that is. It couldn't be more appropriate for this man to be losing a match he doesn't need to be losing. Okay? He could have pinned anyone else. Pin Mariachi Loco. Pin Superfly. You chose fucking Ricochet. This was his lot in life, and we should have seen it 7 years
Yeah.
ago. Okay, it's
His career.
We are the
Putting
fools.
over mid-card talents below him.
Exactly. We are the fools for thinking that Ricochet, for thinking Prince Puma will be anything but this, Steven, okay? This is so sad.
Foreshadowing. It's like those real life foreshadowing events. Like when
Really?
Big E said.
Oh my
It's like when
God.
Big E said in a podcast that he'll never get hurt by someone dropping him on his head.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he got dropped on his head. It's like that.
Oh, but like
It's
the thing
just
is,
complete
legitimately,
circle.
the match started, and I thought to myself, "Oh, this is a really cool concept because you can have someone like Rey Fenix, who's not a top guy in Lucha Underground yet, who's like kind of there, like midway. You could have him win a huge match." And have him like beat someone though like not that impressive like a Mariachi
Mariachi,
Loco,
yeah.
and so I'm like, oh, this is a really smart booking. I'm glad they did this, and then he pins Puma.
Well, it's weird because like Big Rick was in the ring too. He was like the only like bad guy really. Besides, I guess Cuerno.
I didn't understand it, but like, it's good for Phoenix. I guess it elevates him. You know, like he won
pins injured Prince Puma. Good for
exactly,
him.
and he gets a unique opportunity as a result. So it's
Yeah.
exciting. It's exciting. But Steven, we move on from that match to a
To
couple
a
of
Brian Cage promo. And it was sick.
yes. Let's go.
He was pushing tires.
Let's go. It's a vignette for the Brian Cage. He says, "The only obstacle in my way is me. I pushed
Me.
myself to the brink of evolution, proving anything is possible. I'm not a man. I'm a machine. And
I
they
like how it,
call me Cage."
I like how Prince Puma's thing is beating up like sandbags,
Mm-hmm.
and then Brian Cage is just pushing like big tires.
Big tires, yeah. Well, you forget Prince Puma also
All their
beats up the
promos.
homeless, you know?
That's true. That's
He
true.
is-
Brian Cage
he's-
hasn't done that yet.
He's a varied man, this Prince Puma, not Brian Cage.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Giving him tires and sandbags.
But it felt like an abridged version of Cage's vignette from last week. Like there was nothing new. It felt like just
well, they didn't
reused
have time
footage.
for it. They didn't have time for this promo.
I guess. Yeah, you're right, because we had to cut backstage. It was Prince
Yeah.
Puma after his big loss, and it's just
Just crying.
he's crying because Conan's yelling at him again. This is the 5th segment in Lucha Underground, where it's Conan just screaming at Prince Puma, making him sad, and and Conan saying, "Do you know how many people would kill to have a manager like me, to have a mentor like me?
So many.
You can't miss opportunities in this industry, okay? And next time you do miss an opportunity, it'll be gone, and so will I."
I mean, to be fair, he has lost the past like 2 big opportunities he had. You know,
You're right. He lost
100K.
100K last week,
you know,
and he lost
like he's
you're
he has
right.
a point here.
No, you're not wrong. And it's
When was
fucking
the last time Prince Puma won a match?
well, yeah,
You know,
he had that really good tag team match against the Goons.
a tag team match against Goons.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty
Good
cool.
for Puma. Good for Puma.
Honestly. But yeah, Conan's basically like, dude, you start winning or I'm leaving. So
Just win, dude. Come on.
Simply win. I don't know what you're doing here, but simply win. Maybe it lights a fire under Puma's ass. This remains to be seen.
Just crying about it, man. This guy
it-
just doesn't know how to take it. He's like,
it
why is this
is.
man yelling at me?
He could have at least waited a little bit. You know, Puma's got to feel like a fucking asshole right now. He gets
Yeah.
beat up like every 5 minutes by the fucking Goons. He loses all his matches, and now Conan doesn't like him. It's sad.
He took the pin over like 8 other dudes.
Dude, it's so sad.
Poor guy.
It's so sad. But we go from that, Steven, and it is time for the other 10-man match that Dario Cueto announced would be taking place tonight. And this one
No way.
it's not one fall to a finish. Instead, it is the Boyle Heights Battle Royal. So
Wow. I think
let's-
it's easier to win this match, right? If it's a
Oh.
battle royale,
I mean,
I assume.
easier if you're a big man, I guess. Like if you're Big Rick, you probably have better odds of winning a battle royal. But like,
I like how I'm in this match is like one masked wrestler,
oh yeah,
and
yeah.
everyone else is just maskless.
There was so
But the last match, it's just Big Rick and the Luchadors.
we couldn't
It's
swap
so
them
weird.
around. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
But the roster for this match, Steven, it was Johnny Mundo, Mil Muertes, Sexy Star, Mr. Cisco, our boy. This match is his
Our
to
guy?
win. Our
man?
guy, our man.
Man of the hour?
I absolutely. We got Cortez Castro in there too, which is a little unfortunate. And then they just casually mention, oh, you know that guy who debuted last week in the triple threat match with Johnny
Oh.
Mundo, Big Rick, and Prince Puma? The guy
Yeah,
who
that
like,
guy.
made a big appearance, did a big reveal when he took the Pentagon mask
No
off.
reaction whatsoever?
Yeah, that guy that no one
Yeah, our guy.
recognized.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in this match. His name is Bale.
Yo, good for Bale, dude.
And again, he has like 7th billing in this match too, so good for
Yo,
him.
Bale's going places, man. That guy's a star.
Honestly.
He's gonna bleed next week on Rampage.
This
I'm
is
excited.
honestly the equivalent of like fucking, was it Mike and Maria Kanellis debuting in like 2017? They like, it was on pay-per-view, and as they come out, they have new entrance music. Everyone's like, oh my god, they're here, they're here. And then he just loses his next 10 matches in a row on SmackDown. This is what Bale is destined for, I think.
Bale's gonna marry Mary Kanellis.
I think so. I hope so.
Get a cuck angle too when she gets pregnant. Awesome.
Oh, let's go. Pimpinela Escalarta is also in this match alongside Ricky Mandel and Famous B, which are like all the people that have lost to Mil Muertes.
Right there, dude.
Yeah, you like Famous B?
My boy.
Let's go.
I chose one guy in this company to be my guy. That's my guy.
Not Mr. Cisco?
Nah, Mr. Famous B, dude.
Yo,
that guy
you
is
asshole.
Sick.
That sucks.
Famous B's sick, dude.
I can't stand this. I can't stand for this slander. Well, out of those 10 people, only Johnny Mundo got an entrance, Steven. So,
what?
I know.
No, you're not. You're lying.
Well, you know what? I am lying. Johnny Mundo's the only one to get an entrance to start out with, okay? Because Matt Striker starts listing everyone. He's like, there are 10 people in this match. And he's like, oh, wait, no, there are only 9. And Vampiro says, yeah, I hope you didn't get a master's degree in mathematics, you dumb asshole.
Mean. Just so mean all of a sudden.
For no reason.
He's mean to our social studies teacher.
He really is. And they end up revealing, oh, who's number 10? Who's number 10?
Who's number 10?
Steven.
Could it be? Could it be?
Our boy, Chavo Guerrero. He's here.
Yo, our guy.
I don't know why they did this. Why'd they build it up like a big reveal? The man literally fought last week. Like,
he's the big reveal. Chavo Guerrero.
The big reveal, Chavo Guerrero?
I mean, who else do they have? You know?
I mean, but like that's exactly they should have had Bale again. They should have
legit. I think the only reason why they debuted Bale so quickly was because like, all right, next week we're doing a battle royale.
Let's go.
Wait, it's 9 people.
You're not wrong.
Wait, no, we can't have 9 guys.
You're not wrong.
Quick, go in the crowd. You there? You're wrestling for us now.
Let's go. Oh, it was a shoot. When Matt Striker said it was just the guy from the crowd. He was being honest.
Real.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That is so cool. But no, I stand by that. I think Chavo should have started in the ring, and then Bale got a big entrance. You know, pull out all the stops for him.
He gets a theme. He gets like the really good theme too. He gets like some Imagine Dragons song.
Let's go.
No.
Yeah, he gets Seven Nation Army also. It's the temple. There are 70 people there, and Bale's coming out the Seven Nation Army. Let's
the anthem.
go.
The Bale anthem.
I love it. Let's go. But the match starts. Chavo.
Yeah.
Same, dude. Same. Chavo gets into the ring, and Sexy goes right on the attack. She hops right on top of Chavo. And what's notable here, Steven, is we cut to the crowd, and we see again watching from the rafters. It's that woman. It's that so hot girl. Oh my god.
That's your girl, Vampiro.
Look how hot she is. Like, what the fuck, dude? It's just insane. But she's there watching, which I was confused by, because every single time she's appeared so far, it's been when King Cuerno or Drago are wrestling, which those two were both in the earlier 10-man match. So I don't know what she's doing.
She decided they didn't like him, you know, like they're just not that good. They lost,
I guess,
the 10-man match.
You know what it could have been? Legit. Okay. What it could have been is she started out, this is us putting on our lore cap, Steven. The first match she came out to watch was Drago versus King Cuerno, okay? The second match she came out to watch was Drago versus Mil Muertes. And in that match, Mil Muertes won. So now, Mil Muertes is in this 10-man match that she's watching. So maybe she saw that Mil is stronger than Drago and is now watching him instead.
The strongest one.
Maybe.
I mean, Drago's not the strongest in his win either.
No, he's not. Especially given the fact that he has lost all his matches since that win, which is just, it's a little sad.
He's like, his record's like, what, 1-6? No.
What?
You know?
His record's 1-2, man.
Pretty bad. It's a pretty bad ratio.
It's not as bad as 1-6. What?
No, it's like 1-3.
No one's even wrestled enough, aside from maybe like fucking Prince Puma. Prince Puma's record is maybe honestly 1-6. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, poor Prince Puma.
I think it might be.
Oh, poor guy.
I think it might be. Also, this is about the point of the show where I realized that Matt Striker and not Chavo, Matt Striker and Vampiro could not stop saying the word adrenaline. Because every time adrenaline has become a trigger word for me. Okay, Steven? It really has. So, but they just keep saying it over and over again in conversation. It was like the 5th time already in the first 20 minutes. They keep saying adrenaline. It's like, guys, we can't do this. It's not the climate.
The adrenaline. No. The adrenaline of this match right here.
No, we
Prince
can't.
Puma with the adrenaline.
We can't do it. We can't do it. But the crew, of course, the crew, that they got their names, by the way.
Is that their name?
The Goons finally got a name. They are the crew.
It's the crew.
It's the crew. Bale, Cortez Castro, and Mr. Cisco. It's honestly stacked. The crew. Steven. This is a stacked group.
Big Rick and the crew, dude.
Let's go. They are dominating this match. Mil Muertes is murdering Pimpinella Escalarta. Chavo Guerrero and Sexy Star keep going at it. And Chavo ends up just straight eliminating Sexy Star.
I like how in this match, the amount of importance you have is the order you get eliminated by.
It really is,
first. Like all the goons got out first, and then Sexy Star was like really early too for some reason.
She was. Like, it was surprising. I thought it was gonna be like a Hurricane Rana. Chavo's out instead, but. I mean, I guess good on them for keeping Chavo semi-strong, beating up a woman every week, you know?
I mean, he's your, like, theoretically one of your better wrestlers, right? I assume.
I guess so. Like, he's one of their bigger stars, for sure. They keep on pushing him. They keep on pushing him.
Yeah, he's our guy.
But he eliminates Sexy Star, which is just so devastating. Vampiro says...
Not the women.
Vampiro sees this. He watches Sexy Star get eliminated, and he says, Sexy is not eliminated spiritually.
Physically, yes. Spiritually, no, dude.
What's that mean, dude?
I think it's like in Star Wars where their ghost pops up after they die.
Oh, true.
It's like that. It's like that.
Okay. No, I understand.
The ghost of Sexy Star is gonna eliminate Chavo in this match.
Let's go. That is awesome. So yeah, Sexy Star is still spiritually in the matchup, which is great news for her. The crew starts teaming up on Johnny Mundo. Who keeps like doing all these like insane saves to keep himself in the match, right?
Keep holding on the ropes. This guy is insane.
Let's go. And this is the part actually, Steven, where Vampiro just blurts out Fit Finley's name for no reason. Like literally no context for it.
Why Fit Finley too?
I don't know.
What importance does Fit Finley have in the wrestling like world?
Dude, why? You know, he isn't an impactful guy. Sure, you know, like honestly, he is. But why is he being brought up on Lucha Underground, dude? There's no way. You can't tell me.
Man.
You cannot convince me that Fit Finley wrestled in Mexico. Okay, like maybe he has, but I don't believe it.
Like Fit Finley is like a really big like luchador star.
So it's like Vampiro.
Making fun of him.
The two of them are the Mexican legends that we just didn't know about. True. But it basically gets down to the final 6. It is the crew, all 3 of them, with Johnny Mundo, Mil Muertes, and Chavo. And then everyone just gets rid of the crew. They just are like, guys, it's fucking time.
Poor crew.
They get rid of them all so easily. They did. And then it gets down to the final 3, like I just mentioned: Johnny Mundo, Chavo Guerrero, and Mil Muertes. Which is it's a badass final 3, you know. I think so. Johnny Mundo,
the biggest stars.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Johnny Mundo keeps skinning the cat. Matt Striker just started talking about how lactic acid was building up inside of Johnny Mundo, which is cool, I guess. Like,
awesome.
Yeah, awesome.
Good for him.
Yeah. Vampiro says this part weirded me out. Vampiro says, I don't like or believe Johnny. I think he might be faking any injury he might have. But like,
well, to be fair, he did win the match, you know. Come on, he did go through.
You mean he won the $100,000 match?
Yeah.
Because he does not win this 10-man. He does not win this 10-man.
He did not. No, spoilers.
But like,
sorry, guys.
What injury is he feigning? Because like I was
his
just really
arm
confused.
was bandaged.
Oh, was
One
it?
of his arms
okay.
Yeah, it was like wrapped. Not Big Rick though, for some reason.
Okay.
The only guy who came out unscathed in that match.
Well, dude fucking had 3 people fighting for him. You know, it's fine. It's fine.
He still lost, which is like pretty bad for him.
It's tough.
Yeah.
But it's about this point, Steven, that Chavo Guerrero is also eliminated, and it gets down to Mundo and not Mundo. Sorry.
No.
Oh yeah, it does get down. It gets down to Mundo and Mil Muertes, and there's an intense stare down between the two of them. Like again, like it gets to the climax of the match. It's Mil Muertes, it's Prince Puma, it's the two of them staring down, Camera cut to the girl in the crowd
Let's
watching,
go.
and just Vampiro on
There
cue
she is,
says,
looking.
"Wow, she is so hot."
It's funny because like she's like trying to be like really menacing,
Mm-hmm.
you know, just like looking scary at the camera. But then Vampire's like, "Yo, my girl is fucking hot, guys.
My god! Oh
Let's
my
go."
god! Which is like it's just the worst timing ever for it. Like, okay.
Yeah.
And Matt Stryker says perhaps she knows more about this unique opportunity than even we do, Vamp. Which,
Maybe.
like, okay, at least there's some
Maybe.
explanation for why she's out there. Maybe she's in cahoots with Dario. Who knows? Who
Is
knows?
she employed by the company? I don't know.
Who knows?
Probably not.
Who? No,
I don't think she is.
No one
'cause,
here
like,
is employed except for like fucking Big Rick. Honestly.
Yeah.
He's the only man with a contract. I think he is. And they get to the end of this match, Steven, where we're getting to the close, and Johnny Mundo is about to hit the end of the world, the Starship Pain. And it's the stiffest Starship Pain I've ever seen in my life, okay? Because
no.
Mil Muertes gets his knees up like he's reversing the move, but Johnny is just like a few inches over, so he connects completely on top of Mil's chest.
Aw.
But Mil the spot is obviously for him to get the knees up, so he just fucking
Yeah.
no-sells the stiff-ass
No-sells
Starship
the move,
Pain.
dude.
He gets up, he clotheslines the shit out of Johnny Mundo, brings him in for a flatliner, and this is it. It's 1, 2.
Tosses him.
Oh yeah, he tosses him. You're right. It's not even a
Just
pin.
tosses him over the ropes.
Tosses him over the ropes. He's out of there. And yeah, no, that's it. Mil Muertes has
Poor Johnny,
won.
dude. He hit his finisher and it didn't work. Poor
It
guy.
didn't work. He should have hit the knees.
Mm-hmm.
And then after this match, Vampiro does the same thing he did to Rey Fenix last week. He starts fucking just shitting all over Mundo for being like, well, if he wasn't showboating and boasting around the whole time, maybe
Yeah,
he wouldn't
doing
have
your
lost.
finisher? Come on.
Dude, come on now.
Come on, dude.
Come on now.
Why would you want to do your finisher, dude? Lame.
Who knows? But it's basically, yes, it's Mil Muertes. He has won the other unique opportunity in addition to Rey Fenix. So they have Rey Fenix come out to the ring as well.
It's pretty easy, too. Good for him.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
like I said earlier,
Wasn't really much of a challenge.
Battle Royale is easier for the bigger men. You know, Big Rick were here,
Yeah.
then we'd have a challenge, then we'd have a fight.
Big Rick? He would have won, dude. Big Rick would have won, dude.
Honestly. But for fucking Mil Muertes, easy work, Steven. And so it's him and Rey Fenix. They're both in the ring. And Dario.
Like 10 minutes left.
Yeah, there are about 10 minutes left
What's
in the
gonna happen in
program.
this 10 minutes?
Exactly,
Yeah.
because I thought like you did. I thought the show was going to be over after that. You know, we said 2 fucking
Yeah.
10-man matches. But Dario,
Wait, one more match.
guys, we got 10
One
more
more match.
competitors, guys.
More guys. Let's
go. Dario does come out with shades on now. He's wearing sunglasses in the temple, which is
Yo.
cool. And he's
Sunny in there.
he's carrying a championship in his hand. He's carrying a title belt.
No way.
And the crowd is all just chanting "Culero, Culero" at poor Dario Cueto, which I think is unfair. But he gets on the microphone and Dario says, "In my hands is power. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lucha Underground Championship." And he holds it up for the
Whoa.
world to see. I didn't even think about that. We're 8 episodes in. The company still doesn't have a title. Like, huh. They're doing a good job, I guess, like moving along the shows because I didn't think of it. They've been giving out $100,000 every other week, you know. So
That's the title.
So championships.
That's the real
mean a
title right
little
there.
less.
The cash.
Yeah, exactly. But Dario says the holder of this title is there is the best fighter in the world, as he is holding it in the air.
In Los Angeles.
Of course.
Yeah.
And he says, I came up with a match stipulation to honor the Aztec traditions, and I call it Aztec Warfare. And the winner of that match will become the first ever Lucha Underground champion.
No way.
Congratulations, Phoenix and Mil. And he takes off his glasses and reveals his black eye that we already saw earlier in the night. So it's a weird reveal. He says, for the two of you, tonight is not over, because now you have another unique opportunity to fight each other. So we have a main event announced. And
That's crazy. It's like 8 minutes left in this episode.
Yeah, it's not going to be for the title. But it will be for another unique opportunity, which is exciting.
All these unique opportunities.
And then Dario explains what those opportunities are. He says that the Aztec Warfare match is a 20-man battle royal. Okay, it's a 20-man elimination match.
Okay.
And so the winner of this match between Rey Fenix and Mil Muertes will get the 20th spot in that match, come out
Yo.
last, whereas the loser will also get the unique opportunity to enter first in the Aztec Warfare match. I know.
That's the worst, dude. You don't want to be first.
It is devastating for both
That's the
these
worst.
men. And Vampiro's pissed off about this. He's like, he thinks it's the most unfair thing he's ever seen in his life. Because just last week he was shitting all over Rey Fenix, and now he's defending him like he's his little baby boy. And he's like, this is not fair. This is not fair. They both won their matches. Why do they have to fight? Why aren't they both gonna enter last?
Yeah, they both go last.
I know. Honestly. And so the match ends up starting between Mil and Rey, and Phoenix is just dominated by Mil Muertes for most of it, which is sad because
Until
Mil is technically the least fresh man in this match. You know, Phoenix's match was earlier in the night.
well, I think canonically, you know, Mil didn't have as much trouble in his match. You know,
I guess so. You saw the
Rey
crew
was,
though.
like,
The crew was
destroying everyone.
doing damage. You don't want to
Okay,
be
but
in
how
the
many
ring with Bale.
finishers did Mil take?
That's a good point. Well, to be fair, I don't
one.
think we know what Mr. Cisco Cortez's or Bale's finishers are. To be fair.
Drop kick.
Yeah, I think so. And at one point though, Phoenix hits just a sick ass like tornado corkscrew thing to the outside. Both men get wiped out.
And this is it. This is when you see Mil. He's crying near the stairs, right?
Yo.
And you see Drake Bell looking at him.
There's no way.
Drake Bell was in this episode of Lucha Underground. I was like,
Drake
wait.
Bell was there?
Yeah. I was looking at this like part where I was like, wait, is that Drake Bell?
That's
So I
unfortunate.
googled Drake Bell Lucha Underground, right? And there's this there's this video of like, I think Melissa was like, hey guys, Drake Bell is here at the Lucha Underground temple. And Drake was like, hey, I this is my first wrestling event I've ever been to, and this match is insane. It's
Let's
like,
go.
what? And there's like a picture of
awesome.
Drake Bell and the crew. It was really weird.
And the crew? It was
No, not the
four
crew,
of them. Mr. Cisco,
Not the crew, not the
Cortez
crew.
Castro, Bale,
I
and Drake
wish.
Bell.
But yeah, here's the. I'll show you a picture of Drake Bell. But it's just so random. He's just in this episode of Lucha Underground for like no reason.
Oh man, that's tough. That didn't age well, right? Isn't Drake Bell not a great guy?
I mean, he did text minors.
Oh,
but
cool. Well, I guess that's what Austin Theory did. So
He's a picture of our favorite little guy. Pretty cool. Yeah.
Let's go. If he doesn't have a photo with the crew, I'm not interested, Steven. Why did you phrase it like that? You got me so excited.
He was just in the match, just like staring down on the mill when he's outside the ring. It's just so weird.
Imagine that being your first ever wrestling show, and you're like, I gotta get a photo with those three guys.
Those
And like,
boys right there.
Do you mean Mil Muertes, Johnny Mundo, and Chavo? No. I mean those
Because of the wife beaters.
That's awesome. So that's cool that he was there. Did Melissa like interview him, or was it like just that one question?
That was just the one question, and then
Okay.
that was it. Yeah.
Star-studded because Danny Trejo was there again also. So
He was.
Danny Trejo.
He's
is
in every
Drake Bell.
episode.
They pay him to just sit ringside. That's cool. But at this point, Steven, when they get back into the ring, even though Phoenix was on the offensive, he gets hit with a spear by Mil Muertes, and Vampiro says that this is how he ends all his matches, which again, it's not true. I think we talked about this last week. It's not how he ends his matches, but they cut to a photo, or not a photo, of a camera shot of Katrina watching on the outside, which like they haven't even shown her like all of tonight, but they show her now. And Vampiro says, I'm going to confirm something right now. That is a fact. She is a hottie. Which is kind of true. Kind of, Steven, you're muted again. This mute button isn't working, brother. You gotta cut that shit out.
Malfunctioning, man.
You gotta cut that shit out, Steven. Can you confirm for us? Can you confirm for us that Katrina is a hottie?
I mean, it's pretty hot in LA. It's like 90 degrees. Well, I don't know. It's December now, right?
Steven.
It's pretty cold.
Steven, I don't think anyone's going to be upset at you for calling Katrina hot.
Pretty cold,
Steven,
man.
Katrina is one of the most gorgeous women in all of wrestling, okay? We can agree on this fact, right?
You said of every woman in wrestling.
Who else have I said that about? I can name a couple if you want. We got Sasha Banks in there. Yeah.
This is the misogynist episode.
What? No.
The misogyny.
No. You see that girl in the rafters, Steven? She is hot.
How do you think this would like work if it aired like in today's world? With just random women popping up and be like, yo, that girl's hot.
The thing is,
dude.
it was only 2014. It was already unacceptable back then. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know who thought it was a good idea to put Matt Striker or Vampiro on commentary. In that,
because Matt Striker's a Christian man too. He's got some values, dude.
yo,
You know?
why can't
It's like AJ Styles.
why
He's got
can't
Christian
Christian
values.
people be a little horny every now and then? You know? Why not?
He's got some Christian values, dude.
Oh, kind of true. When you said AJ Styles, I thought you meant AJ Lee, and I was so confused. Like, she's Christian? What the fuck?
No,
But,
I don't think she's Christian. I think she married an atheist, right?
well,
So I assume
if
she's
you remember
awesome
correctly,
one.
she married a sociopathic, straight-edge atheist jerk.
Oh,
And so
right,
too will
right.
my eventual wife, apparently.
Let's
per my
go,
T-shirt.
dude.
Yeah, I guess so. But where even were we? Oh, Katrina's there. Yeah. She's watching the match. She's a hottie according to Vamp. And I guess Mil Muertes ends up hitting a implant DDT. It was Mil Muertes who hit it because Phoenix took it.
I don't think Phoenix can do that move.
So messed up. Yeah, like Phoenix took it right on the top of his head. Mil Muertes murdered him. It was awesome. And then it was a running power slam to Rey Phoenix and a kick out, Steven. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Phoenix somehow fights
minutes left in
back.
this match.
I know. He handsprings. He does a cutter. It's insane. He
Oh
goes
my
to the top
gosh.
rope. He tries to hit an uppercut. And then just fucking anti-air from Mil Muertes. Knocks him the fuck out.
Boom.
Flatliner.
Got knocked out, dude.
1, 2, 3. Mil
He's, like,
Muertes.
making out with Katrina, and the
Hell
episode
yeah.
ends because their celebration like 1 second long
Yeah,
for some reason.
They didn't get to celebrate for long. They didn't get to celebrate. She licked Rey Phoenix. They started making the fuck out, and then we booked
And
it.
ended the episode.
So, Mil Muertes has secured the number 20 spot in Aztec Warfare.
Oh, that's the best spot to get.
Yeah, and by the way, before they do their makeout session, which is back by the way, they didn't do it last time Mil Muertes won. Vampiro says that girl, she is nasty and dark, and I happen to love that. Which is like, okay, man, that's very cool.
Into goth chicks.
I guess. I mean, it makes
He's a
sense.
vampire.
You see that girl on the rafters? She's like
He's
in
a
black leather.
vampire.
You're right. You're
That's
right.
what you like.
No, you bring up a good point.
No.
You bring up a very good point. But Vamp was just because I keep accusing Vampiro's weirdness as being the fault of Matt Striker. I keep saying Matt Striker is antagonizing, but I have to say this episode Matt Striker wasn't that bad. Vampiro was very independently horny. Okay.
I think it was just too much for the commentators to like commentate about this episode, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's like there's not much of a story with each match, right? It's like
Right.
it's
People
10
just
man.
fighting.
It's fun.
You know?
Yeah. It's fun stuff.
It's fun. You can't say that, dude.
What do you mean?
You can't say fun. That's offensive, man.
Well, why not? Why can't they say
Why?
fun?
You can't use that word to describe
no,
this match.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Come on.
Whatever. But after this match, Steven, we cut from because there's still a little bit of time left. We got time for a pre-tape.
Oh.
We cut backstage.
Let's go.
It's Dario Cueto, and he's in a cellar. He's in a dark room, and you hear these growling noises in the background. Steven, hit us with your best growling noise. Thank you for that. I'm sure your sick throat really appreciates it too.
I know, it really did. All that mucus building up. It's time, boys.
Cool.
Time, boys. Like, you know the Mix Nest commercials, like the mucus guys?
I do.
Like, all right, now's our time to shine.
They're here. Let's go. Let's go. But it's Dario. He's in this dark room. There are growling noises, and the camera it pans out, it zooms out, and you see these bars of the cell that we saw a few episodes ago. And Dario starts talking. He starts talking to the cell, and he's saying the gold in because he's holding the championship still. He's saying the gold in this belt comes from these 7 Aztec tribes. It's not just priceless. This title is powerful. And then there's more growling from the cage. Steven, hit us with your best growl.
Arg.
Thank you for that. That's the noise you hear before.
He's like, arg. From the cage. It's, arg.
Before Dario responds and says, "Sorry, I can't let you touch it. I know how you have a tendency to destroy pretty things." And
Like, what?
I don't know, but something. And so the episode ends like that, Steven. Dario Cueto's holding the championship. Next week, we will crown the first ever Lucha Underground champion. Oh, actually, before we get there, there's going to be a bit of a hiatus, a hiatus.
Oh no.
I know, because Lucha Underground took off, I think, like 2 or 3 weeks for Christmas, and so they came back after the new year. So,
But it's pre-taped.
well, yeah.
Wait.
I don't know. Maybe they were airing all those Christmas classics
SmackDown,
on El Rey
right?
Network. You know, I don't.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All those really good El Rey classics like
Well, the Christmas
Cowboy
classics,
Christmas.
starring Machete. You know,
Yeah.
a very Machete Christmas. You know?
Just murdering Santa.
Dude, why didn't they do that? They could have absolutely done a Christmas Machete movie. That would have, in like
Yeah.
2015.
Are you Santa?
That would have been
Does he
sick.
play Santa in that movie? He plays Santa, starts murdering
He
like
plays himself and
anti-Christmas
Santa.
people.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I hope so. I hope so. Steven,
Huh?
that was Lucha Underground episode 8, a unique opportunity. How do you feel about the
Very unique
concept
episode.
of a unique opportunity in Lucha Underground?
Very unique episode. There's like 20 people. I think it's just the entire roster, right?
Honestly, I couldn't think of anyone that was excluded.
Maybe like some jobber, I guess.
Evil
But they had some jobbers here.
Evilise wasn't in
Oh
it.
yeah. Yeah, the girlfriend.
Yeah, Doug
Or
girlfriend.
sister? I don't know.
Well, a little bit of both. A little bit of both. We don't discriminate. But no, it was a fun match. Like, it moved along very quickly. Like, with the 2 10-man matches, the main event was sweet
And a
and
squash at the
short.
end.
Yeah, poor Ray. Because, like, legit, you have a match where you build up
Uh-huh.
Ray Phoenix, he pins your top guy, and then he fucking loses so easily to Mil Muertes. It was sad.
It's the build up.
I don't know what we're doing to poor Prince Puma here, man. It makes no sense. It makes no
He's
sense
gotta
at all.
lose. You gotta lose. You gotta make him feel sad so he can go up
I guess
and
so.
be important. This is the story.
I guess so.
It's like the opposite of what we're doing with Ricochet, which just loses to lose.
Oh, but maybe this is what it is. Maybe WWE is just doing long-term booking.
Long-term booking, yeah. 2 years from now, Ricochet's gonna win a title.
Long-term booking. Absolutely,
Uh-huh.
absolutely. That's so exciting. That is so exciting. Is he gonna beat Rowan for the title? I think
Since he
so.
throw Roman.
I think Ricochet.
WrestleMania 42, he beats Roman.
By the way, our TikTok where we shit talked Ricochet, and then we apologized because later that same recording he won the IC title.
Yeah,
we were right.
It really aged.
We
It aged really well.
It aged beautifully because we were so right. What the fuck has Ricochet done since? Okay, he has lost
he
every
beat
match.
Lovers in a triple threat.
He lost to them in the triple threat.
No, he won. He's still a champion.
What?
He's still a champion.
I swear to God, he lost in that triple
Dude,
threat.
you don't even watch wrestling, dude, and you're journalism over it, dude. Come
Yo,
on.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm
sorry,
hate it.
man.
I hate it, dude.
Dude,
He's
I
a wrestling journalist.
listen.
What does a wrestling journalist do, by the way? Because I feel like whenever someone says they're a wrestling journalist,
Mhm.
they just restate what Meltzer says.
Other journalists say, yeah.
Yeah.
This is why there are guys that like it's Dave, you know, Big Dave. We got Wade Keller,
he's
and we
OG.
got Sean Ross Sapp. You know, those 3,
Mhm.
they do their own shit. You know, they're pretty cool. They're pretty sick.
Yeah.
However,
People like us just rephrasing what we see or
what are you
hear.
talking about? No, this is all breaking news. Everything we talk about is breaking on Following Lucha. You have to understand. You have to understand. Guys, we got the scoop on Marco Stunt signing with NXT. Okay,
True,
check out our
that's
TikTok.
true.
Check out our TikTok for exclusive
true.
scoops. They're
Good
there.
for Marco, dude. He deserves it. He belongs to New NXT. He'll fit really
does.
well.
He really does. He will. Steven, do you have anything else you want to say about this episode of Lucha Underground, or should we move on to what happened in the week of?
I hope Drake Bell's in more episodes in the future.
I hope so too. I hope so. Maybe we can get him
Yeah.
for an exclusive interview on this podcast.
Heck yeah. We just gotta bring like a 12-year-old in as our co-host. Over.
Why would we- Okay. Hey guys, we're gonna move on.
All right.
Yo, Steven.
Hey man, what happened this week?
What
Of
happened?
December
Yeah.
2014.
What
happened,
day in
man?
December 2014, Steven?
14.
Well, no, what day? Because there are 31 days in
December
that.
14.
No, you're wrong.
No.
That's no.
No, what day was it?
We are
What day
talking
was
about what
it?
happened in the week of December 17th, 2014, the
Days
day
off.
that episode of Lucha Underground aired, okay?
Okay.
And if you remember to last episode of Following Lucha, Steven, we were doing the week of segment, and we got cut off a little abruptly. We got cut off
no.
sooner than we had wished.
By the Slammies.
Well, by the Slammies, and also by
No.
fucking, was it Spectrum? Is it fucking Spectrum that cut us off, Steven?
Oh yeah.
We hate them. We hate them.
Spectrum, my Spectrum, or like my poop. That's what it was. That's what that service is.
Yeah, honestly, you fucking nailed them, dude. Wow. We gotta turn that into a TikTok. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great stuff, man. Yeah, not TikTok, fucking Spectrum cut off Steven's Wi-Fi, so we had to do the end of last episode over the telephone. So we had to rush through a very important news story, which was CM Punk announcing that he signed with the UFC, Ultimate Fighting
Championship.
Championship.
Well for him.
Yeah, it'll probably go beautifully for that man.
You know his overall in one of UFC games like 87, I think. It was like some high ranking.
Let's go, because it was before he
It's
ever
weird 'cause,
fought.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, they made his overall before like he actually fought someone. So like a pretty like alright like ranking.
What's great is that's
really,
the most
really
recent UFC game, so his rating is still probably that high. Which
Imagine
is so
like
sick.
being like a new UFC fan, you see CM Punk's like overall, like, yo, that's CM Punk
Go
from WWE, dude. I gotta see his UFC matches.
Yo.
And then they look up UFC, they look up Mickey Gall versus CM Punk. It's like, oh,
Let's go. Did you see, by the way, Mickey Gall? He got fucked up last night on Saturday night at the UFC show.
poor dude.
Yeah, he got
Because
fucked.
he kisses his dad
Well, you don't?
on the lips.
You don't?
You know? Do you?
Well, where do you kiss your
I don't
dad?
know. On the cheek.
That's beautiful,
cheek.
Steven. Oh my god.
Wasn't
I'd love
Mickey
to
Gall
see that.
undefeated for a bit too?
Huh? Mickey Gall? Steven, stop fucking muting yourself, you asshole!
What?
This is amateur
happened?
hour with you. How is it
I
such a
think-
problem?
I don't know.
Oh my
Wasn't
god.
Mickey Gall, right? Mickey Gall was pretty undefeated for a bit, right?
I think he was after a CM
Yeah,
Punk fight,
yeah.
but they
All
just
those cans.
didn't really bring him
Just
back that
cans.
often. But they did this
Oh.
time, and he got beat the shit out of. So that's sad. But
He's
back in
7'5" right now. Not bad.
I mean, it's not that good either. You know?
Not bad though. It's pretty average.
Yeah, exactly. But
I mean, when
on...
one of those wins is CM Punk, like, you know?
Okay, so it's more like 6 and 5, if we're being
Yeah.
honest. If we're being honest. But back then, Steven, in 2014, CM Punk was on ESPN's Sports Center doing interviews because he was just announced for joining the UFC, and so they're asking him all kinds of questions, and it was back when like the main topic around it all was like other fighters being bitter and like people being upset that he's taking a spot from someone else because like he's
They're not wrong.
I mean, they're
You know?
not wrong, but also
I think the thing is like this is what CM Punk was against, right? With like The Rock, I think, being hey, this big guy coming back and stealing my spot. No, that shouldn't be a thing.
yeah.
And then he did that in the UFC.
I mean, a little bit. And again, I will defend this man to the death, no matter how big of a hypocrite he can be. Where like at least Punk has loved martial arts like throughout his life and like was taking training very seriously,
Watch a
despite
couple movies.
what you see in his matches, and his fights.
Watch a couple movies, dude.
Yeah.
The spinning kick, dude, that he does.
Yo,
Insane,
that
dude.
soul butt, crazy.
Yeah,
That'd
that little
be sick.
spinning that kick.
That'd
Good
be
for him.
awesome. That'd be awesome. But he's getting all this kind of flack for joining the UFC and not having trained his whole life. You know, entering the sport kind of at an older age.
This is like the midlife crisis era CM Punk, where he's like, all right, time to do my bucket list stuff.
Yeah, fucking literally within the span of 14 days, he announces he signed with Marvel and the UFC.
Yeah.
He was fucking living
Both
life.
really
back
bad
then.
runs.
Well, you know, sometimes we have our niche. Sometimes we have our talent, and we stick with it. You know. Sometimes, but he kept doing all kinds of media appearances because, of course, it's a big deal. And he went on a. I remember this interview so clearly. He went on some Canadian dude show. His name was Michael Landsberg on TSN. And CM Punk, he made it so confrontational. He was like, he called out the guy interviewing him for being two-faced and being like really nice to him off camera and being a dick on camera. Did you remember that interview at all? It was so uncomfortable.
No. That sounds like a very CM Punk thing to do.
It does.
I think I heard a story from Hornswoggle where CM Punk started to hate him after Hornswoggle asked for like a phone number.
I do. It was in his book, I think. Yeah.
He's like so random.
It was, something like that. You're absolutely right. I don't remember the story. There's so many little
CM
stories.
Punk does not sound like a nice dude. You know?
I think he sounds like a nice dude if you're on his good side. You know?
He's like if you know him, he's cool, but if you don't, it's like ew. Ill.
That's why no one gets along with Edge anymore. We all thought we
Yeah.
knew him, but here we are.
We thought we knew him.
This
You
is
don't.
so sad. This is so sad. So yeah,
And his
Punk in the
teammates.
UFC, it'll go wonderfully. I have high hopes. I have high hopes.
I hope it
Steven,
works well for him. You know, it really sucked when it didn't, and he just embarrasses himself.
guys, we don't talk about that. This is Following Lucha, and we have a no CM Punk slander policy. Okay, so
Okay.
December 17th, though, Steven, is obviously getting close to the holidays. It is the holidays, honestly.
Ho ho ho.
Ho 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 is so right. And WWE actually put out a Happy Holidays video on their YouTube channel, which was very nice of them. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It wasn't like the superstars saying like, "Oh, Happy Holidays." It wasn't.
For corporate people, the guys in the office.
Yeah, they got the crew to do it.
The crew. Yo, what up? It's the crew. Here's my boy.
That's
Merry
awesome.
Christmas from the crew.
Let's go. What it actually was an animation they put together
Oh.
of a parody for the song "It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year," a WWE parody again with just the worst animation you've ever seen, Steven.
Is it 3D or is it like
No, it was very 2D. Or
flash animation?
it was just bad. Yeah.
Like 2D.
Like it reminded me of Camp WWE, but much worse. Like it was the guy who animated that, but like 10 years before he got good, you know? Yeah. It's like
Really
just
Pixar, just ugly.
no one looked like who they were supposed to. Like the only reason you could tell who each wrestler was their attire, was the gimmicks they were wearing. Their face,
Who were these wrestlers?
it was like the entire fucking roster, Steven. Bo Dallas had the biggest gap in his teeth you've ever seen in your life, okay? They did him
Bo?
so wrong. It's so fucked up.
Is this like post like Streak Bow?
Yeah, he's on the main roster. They're not putting any NXT
Okay.
superstars in this video, okay? Don't get it
Aw.
twisted. And they're fat
Fair enough,
shaming
I didn't
Big
see
Show too, which is really weird.
So mean. That's his thing though.
I
He's just a big man.
which
He was
by-
pretty jacked in this time, wasn't he? Or was that like for the Shaq match? I don't know when the Shaq match happened or was supposed to happen, and he got really jacked for that. When did that happen? There's a time where the Big Show was like kind of like built.
It wasn't in
was-
2014. It definitely wasn't in 2014.
Okay. That guy's on and off. Like sometimes that guy's like built, you know, like has abs sometimes.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. How do you have abs with that like
You're very
stage,
right.
you know?
Well, it was weird because in this video he was jacked. Big Show had a massive chest in this animation, okay, and like a little
Good for him,
small
good for
little
him.
waist. But he was drinking eggnog, and Sheamus was pointing and laughing at him, which didn't feel fair. It felt mean and hurtful. You know?
Aw, for show.
Yeah. They also, I think, who maybe the person they treated the worst was poor Dean Ambrose, because
Oh no.
they get to a part in the song where they
Uh-huh.
start singing about little kids like caroling at the door, and the person who opens the door for the kids is Dean, but he looks like a rat man. He looks just so
I mean,
disheveled.
that was his character, right? Just being a rat man.
No, that was like Connor or Victor's gimmick. You know, that wasn't Dean's. But Dean was like this little like crazed rat man, and he scared all the children away just by he just was standing there
scary.
looking at him. All the children ran away. It's fucked up. And then
This is 2014 Dean, right? This is like the popular with the women Dean too.
yeah.
Crazy.
And then they end the music video with Triple H getting stuck in the chimney because he's trying to sneak in, of
No.
course. And when they hear his voice calling for help, which is obviously not Triple H's voice, they could not get him to voice act.
They couldn't get him to like
Nope.
do one line.
Nope. They got John Cena, but they couldn't get Triple H. You know, big get. But when he gets stuck in the chimney, Kane decides to set it on fire and
Oh,
thusly
no, poor H.
murders Triple H.
No, it's revenge for Katie Vick.
Really.
Good for the Kane, dude.
Finally,
Long-term booking.
all these years later.
Long-term booking, dude. And they say there's no long-term booking, man. Come on.
They pay it off in a Happy Holidays
on.
video 20 years later. That's awesome. That's great. I implore everyone in the Following Lucha audience to go check out the 2014 Happy Holidays from WWE YouTube video.
You know, I think
you will
I
regret
will.
it. Oh, cool. That's awesome, Steven. You should. Also around this time, just more generally in the world of news, Josh Matthews had officially left WWE and was announced
Oh,
to be
big
joining. Huge loss.
Huge loss.
They've regretted it every day since.
It's like, where's that Josh Matthews?
Where the fuck is he?
Where? Every day. He
They,
wakes up like 2 in the morning, goes for his jog. Where's Josh Matthews?
it's Vince's biggest regret. I don't know if you heard the whole Pat McAfee interview, but he did. Pat asked him, if you have to think back over your 30+ year career, what's your biggest regret? Letting Josh Matthews go.
Letting Josh Matthews go. How did him slip through my fingers? I had him.
We had him.
We had him.
No.
What did we do?
But he swiftly joined the Impact commentary team, Steven. And again,
Honestly,
this is end of 2014,
not bad.
and he stayed there until January 2021. So it was like a long time. Yeah.
He was pretty important in Impact, I think.
Yeah,
too.
he like became a massive guy there, like handling all their broadcasts and then becoming like their head producer. Like he's still there as a producer, even though he doesn't do commentary anymore.
Honestly, I feel like wrestlers should like look at Impact more as an alternative when they get fired. You know, like I feel like Buddy Matthews should go on TNA or Impact. That's just my opinion, though. With like Buddy Matthews, I don't think his AEW runs seem that great. I'm gonna be honest.
What do you mean you didn't like the spot in AEW where the House of Black came out and Malachi Black got on the? Did you see this video, Steven, or no?
No, I have not.
Oh my God. Okay.
Happened?
It was live either on Dynamite or Rampage. Malachi Black had a match. And he came out to the ring, and like like they have a bunch of theatrics because they're the House of Black. The lights are off, and it's crazy hardcore music playing. And Malachi is supposed to get onto the apron or onto the corner, and then like a spotlight shines down on him, right? And it's supposed to be like a big reveal in the song. When like it's not like the beat dropping, but like equivalent to that, right? Like whatever riff kicks in.
The boom.
Exactly. It's the boom where the light shines on Malachi.
Well, for Malachi, yeah.
Malachi gets onto the corner. Boom! Spotlight is on the other side of the ring.
Is it Buddy Matthews?
It's no one. It's on no one. No? It's an empty corner, and fucking Alistair's in the black.
No.
It's so sad. It's
I'm
so
like
sad.
The black, dude.
I know. Poor man.
Have you ever seen that tweet of that dude is like, what is Edge doing? He's just a ripoff of Malachi Black now.
That was Brody King who tweeted that out. One of the members of the House of Black.
Oh no.
Yeah, he said that Damian Priest and Edge were just a ripoff of the House of Black.
Yep. Yep.
True. Yep.
True. Yep.
I think so.
Yeah.
Also around this time, Steven, AJ Styles was on the Talkin' Shop podcast with Rocky Romero. Which is exciting, very exciting stuff. And
Wait, AJ is this again?
AJ, I think he's in Bullet Club. I think he's leader of Bullet Club at this point.
Okay.
Yeah. And
not TNA last run AJ.
No. He's past TNA. He's moved on from TNA.
Okay.
And he is, he says to Rocky Romero, and I quote, "Why would I go to WWE? I mean, honestly." They're struggling right now with the network. I'm the hottest thing in the wrestling world right now. New Japan is
really
the hottest thing in the world right now. I'm with the hottest wrestling group in the world right now. We can say it over and over again, and it's true. Which, honestly,
the network's failing, man.
Dude, network is so failing. He should never go to that company. Like, literally.
Yeah, he has the New Japan Network, dude, okay?
They have NJPW World, okay?
Yeah.
It was just announced that they're going to get Dynamite and Rampage.
You see anyone in the Fed have profile pictures of the Bullet Club for their Twitter icon, dude? Come on.
Honestly.
Come on, dude.
Honestly.
Too sweet me, guy in the street.
Yo.
Oh my gosh. Remember that time at WrestleMania? We were walking, like, after the show, I think, to the car, right?
Oh
and
my
it's
God.
like, there's just 2 kids. Like hanging out with each other, and this guy like just runs up to them, hey kids, too sweet me, and the kids are like, who are you?
It was legit. There were 2 kids because we were outside AT&T Stadium, and there's like a little like area where there are a bunch of restaurants and like hotels.
And
there was a 7-Eleven, and right outside the 7-Eleven there were a bunch of rocks, and these 2 kids were on top of these are massive rocks, right, like 3-4 feet in the air.
They're probably at 7-Eleven, you know.
Yeah, maybe, but the kids are just hanging out there, like probably like 6 and 7 years old. And a man, just so excited, leaving WrestleMania night 2, goes up to the 2 children on the rocks, and he says, "Hey kids, too sweet me."
Too sweet me, kids.
Which, did you know that the kids too sweet him or not, Steven?
They did. Get 'em.
Fuck, that's so sad. Those
I
kids,
think it's like a okay.
their lives are
Like
ruined.
that kind of thing.
Their lives are ruined. This is so sad.
Now they're gonna be watching freaking streamable gifs of like Kenny Omega matches in the future,
no,
man.
I'm so sorry
The
for
worst
them.
outcome.
No.
They're gonna be the ones talking to every Fed show about how bad it is that they spent money to watch this show.
No. Speaking of the Fed, Steven, WWE aired a promo on Raw this week that next week there will be a new team debuting. A new team will be rising. The Ascension is coming to Raw. Which again,
crazy.
I'm sure that will also work out great.
It was pretty hyped, you know, like it was
most
like the
dominant
biggest NXT tag at the time, right?
Exactly, most dominant
And this
tag
before
team
the tag
champs.
team division got really good in NXT.
What are you talking about? They had the Lucha Dragons and
Yeah. No, the Lucha didn't exist yet, I thought.
no,
Or
they did.
No, they
did.
beat them. They beat them.
Exactly.
They had Vaudevillains. They were pretty cool.
I think they'll also have a great run in WWE.
I still love how you still get that Summon Gotch shoot video
Let's go.
to this day.
Let's go. I was thinking about Simon Gotch just the other day. I don't know why. I was on my drive like back home to San Antonio, and I just
Mustache.
for like a good 10 minutes I was thinking about like what is Simon Gotch doing? What's his life now? You know, because like
Wrestling. He's really popular in wrestling the package.
no, he's not.
Feel better.
Definitely not in 2022. Simon
not
Gotch
2022.
is not showing up. The year in our Lord, Simon Gotch is not showing up on Wrestle with the Package.
Is Simon Gotch just like an ego guy? I don't know.
He seems like an asshole. Yeah,
Like
yes.
like CM Punk kind of, but not CM Punk level.
Well, yeah,
like
he-
Austin Aries. You know, Austin Aries like CM Punk's ego.
Yeah.
But like not CM Punk's talent.
Like CM
you know?
Punk can afford to be CM Punk, right?
Yeah.
Simon Gotch can't.
It's me, Simon Gotch.
Let's go. Let's go.
Aw.
So yes, Ascension's gonna be debuting on Raw. We won't be able to cover it because unfortunately, there's no Lucha
No.
Underground next week. It's so devastating. So
No,
sad.
we gotta skip the Ascension, dude.
I know, and we're
Their
also,
only win.
Honestly, really, truly, and we'll also have to skip that. They also announced the guest general managers for Raw next week, Edge and Christian. Yo, making their return, and this is gonna be short hair Edge coming back to WWE, which is
That's my
crazy.
favorite Edge, dude. I think it looks good with the short hair.
Honestly,
be honest.
wasn't this around the time
No.
that like they had that kazoo battle with the New Day? Do you remember
I
that?
think.
And like that was like I remember that being the moment where I was like, oh, the New Day actually kind of cool and funny. Like that's where I was like,
What?
oh, this
That's
is.
not long.
They sucked for so long, Steven.
Well, no, they got good when they turned to heel and like started like being assholes.
That was like right around that time, wasn't it?
How was
When they
it?
started, like,
I don't know. I
goofing
don't
off,
remember. I
being
don't have
weird.
a timeline.
Yeah, I
Well,
think.
at
it was
the
around
beginning,
then.
they were just like church boys, you know, just like, hey guys, clap with us.
Let's go.
It's pretty sick.
That was peak New Day, honestly.
Yeah.
But when I was doing my research to find like all this stuff from 2014, I tried finding videos from Edge and Christian back then, and that's how I found out Edge had short hair. Let's go. And I just
on Vikings.
I stumbled upon Daniel Bryan retiring back in 2016. You know, when he showed up on SmackDown and had
Yeah.
to announce his retirement, and I was like, oh, remember? I remember seeing a few weeks ago that Aubrey Edwards, the referee for AEW, was in the crowd, front row, right?
What? No way.
And I was
Is
like,
she
oh,
here?
that's cool. Let me look for her. And while I was looking for her, do you know who I saw in the crowd?
Who'd you see?
I saw the Voros twins.
No way.
No,
Vinky?
The Vinky? Guys, the Voros twins were in the crowd.
Oh,
And they were like
the Crowdy?
10, the Crowdy? They were like 10 rows back too. Like they
Awesome.
like they were just so easy to spot though.
Uh-huh.
These giant twins with fucking massive hair. It's crazy.
Dude, I love the Voros. I've been looking at their TikToks. They're really funny. I don't know why. I just find them so funny. They're just so stupid.
Can we talk about
It's
our
so
TikTok following again, Steven?
Yeah.
Because why does the number keep increasing every time I log into our TikTok? Why do you keep following people?
Oh, I don't know. I think I do it accidentally sometimes.
Jesus Christ. I followed
Like,
I
you know what's
followed
happened to their profile?
one
you know, just, like,
person
accidentally tap
intentionally. One person intentionally in like the last few weeks, and that was Aaliyah, okay? Because Aaliyah got me going crazy,
I
Steven.
followed
okay?
Randy Orton.
I
be
appreciate that
funny.
one. Randy's great.
Uh-huh.
But there are like some people I was like, why the fuck are we following them?
Those guys might just be random ones I just accidentally follow.
You followed
honestly.
Liv Morgan. I liked that one.
That one's good. That one's good.
Like Liv Morgan and Aaliyah, we're leaving. We're following them, okay? But like
Uh-huh.
these other Jabroni.
Are they just like
Steven.
marks, just jabronis?
A little bit.
Hey, but the Voros twins, that's a big follow. Those guys
Yo.
kind of smack, dude. Do you know what their finisher is called?
Kind of smack. The Forest Twins. What's their finisher, Steven?
It's Da Vinci Code.
Wow. What do they do? What is the Da Vinci Code?
One of them gets the guy on his back, right? He's on his back. The other guy lays on him on his knees, and the Ouroboros twins does like a senton off the ropes. And it's called the Da Vinci Code.
Wait.
That was on the TikTok.
So one, like the opponent is on the knees, and then there's a senton done on top of the. Okay. You could have explained that so much more clearly,
No.
man. you really,
Hard, dude.
Well, now I know it.
It's
It's
Da Vinci.
the Da Vinci Code. You don't need to explain it anymore.
Vinci?
I know. The Da Vinci. By the way, I wasn't watching actually. That's a lie. I saw on Twitter a clip from NXT Level Up. The successor to 205 Live.
Oh my gosh, I love Level Up.
And
have you seen the views on YouTube for that? By the way,
no.
it's always like 2K.
Aw,
That's it. That's all
so
I get up
sad.
to.
That's like NXT UK territory. That's devastating.
Watch this. Watch this.
Not 2,000 people. Those numbers are inflated, okay?
Bots. Those are the real AEW hating
Those
bots.
are the
right
real
there.
bots, man. They're the ones fucking watching NXT UK. We need to look. Is there an NXT UK like community on Twitter? Because there shouldn't
There has to be, right?
There should not be. They should be
They have like
kicked off.
They're still airing. You know,
in a vacuum,
they
man.
have Tyler Bates. They have Noam Dar. They have
That
They
poor
had
man.
a kid.
Poor A kid.
Yeah.
What the fuck was I just talking about though, Steven? With NXT Level Up, they had like a new team debut who are like these supposed to be like these young college kids, like that's their gimmick, right? And they have a new tag team finisher, okay? And it is awesome.
Code?
They have them. No, it's not the Da Vinci Code, sadly, but they have them
No.
lifted up on their back. I guess kind of like they're going for like a back breaker. I don't know, maybe like a vertebreaker. I have no clue. But they're leaning over, and then the other person gets momentum. They run off the ropes, and they do like a twisting flatliner,
Yo.
and it's called the Fratliner.
Yeah.
I
that's
love
sick,
it.
dude.
It is
That's
awesome.
awesome.
It's pretty
Is
badass.
it a frat boy gimmick?
It's frat
Really
boy
cool
gimmick.
gimmick.
It's frat boy gimmick.
That's a cool gimmick.
It
I love
is.
that.
It is.
I love that. I think the Voros twins should steal that gimmick.
The Fratliner.
Fratliner, yeah.
I think so.
The Fratliner? That's what they
So.
call it.
They steal the name too. They don't even bother. That's awesome.
The fratter? The fratty?
Oh my god. Wow.
The fratty.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Steven, though, this was a slow week in 2014. I couldn't find all that much news.
Well,
It
it's
was
Christmas
sad.
season. Everyone's going back.
I guess. Like
their
again,
families,
fucking
having fun.
the biggest news I found was that fucking Happy Holidays video from WWE. I was strapped for content, man. I was strapped.
No.
It was so bad. It was so bad that little video. I hated it.
It's not awesome.
It's just,
That's sick.
they had the Bella twins. They're not the Bella twins. They weren't the Bella twins, man.
It is so different from each other?
It's fucking why did they have a paid voice actor for Triple H, but they got the real John Cena? How does that make any
It's just-
sense?
It's so expensive, man, for his own company that he works for.
Whatever, Steven.
Did he at least sound like Triple H? Did he go like, ooh, or was it just,
It
hey
sounded-
guys, it's me, Triple H?
Like the furthest thing from Triple H. Steven, you could have been the person doing that voice, and I would have believed it, okay?
Did he try? Or like,
No, the dude probably had no clue who the fuck Triple H even was.
so he's just been like, hey guys, it's me, Triple H. Ow, I'm being
Hey
burned
guys,
by a chimney.
I'm stuck in the chimney. Can you help me? It's just fucked up. It's
Some Fiverr guy probably.
honest. Yo, I just thought of the greatest
Yeti,
idea
the
ever.
Yeti.
Steven, because okay, we need to look on Cameo. We need to see if John Laurinaitis is on there. Because if
Yo,
Johnny
some-
Ace
it's gonna cost
is
money.
on Cameo, we're doing the business Cameo, and we're having him intro this podcast for
Really
us.
expensive.
You're listening to Following Lucha. That would be perfect. That would be amazing.
Really expensive, dude.
Oh my god. Can we get someone who does a Johnny Ace impression and just say it's him? I mean, I
On
won't be
Fiverr?
opposed.
Can you do a Johnny Ace impression?
you
And
find
like a
someone
Blue
that
Yeti mic?
you find someone that does like fucking this naked furry drawings, and your request is, "Hey, can you do a Johnny Ace impression for me?" I think so.
We send one clip. We send like a clip of like not even Johnny Ace. It's like Shawn Michaels doing the impression. All right, do that impression.
That'd be great. I think it would go wonderfully, Steven. We have wonderful ideas on this podcast. But I have an idea.
What's your idea?
And that is that we start talking about the current events in this current week.
There's a lot of events this current week.
There really are. Do you want to get to them?
Yes.
Let's go. Yo, Steven.
Whoa. What up?
Yo, we have so many current events to talk about, okay?
There are so many. Tony Khan, that's my favorite one.
You want to start there? You want to start with Tony Khan's tweet from Friday?
Went insane.
You really did. Okay,
My
guys.
guy just like exploded.
Guys, okay, because to start off with, we went to WrestleMania, of course, last weekend. We did a whole episode about all the stuff that we saw there. And there's still some WrestleMania stuff that we do want to talk about, okay? But it'd be burying the lead not to talk about Tony Khan, okay? Because everyone's seen it. It was like the biggest news story on Friday. It was like this entire weekend where Tony Khan took to his Twitter. And I have it pulled up right here, Steven. Do you want me to read the entire tweet for you?
Yes, please.
He said,
Doing his voice too.
an independent study has confirmed that much of the
study,
who is independently studying AEW's analytics. No, they can't have hired it.
Pieces.
It's an independent study. They can't have hired like someone to do it. That's
Just
not
some Redditor, probably.
I saw a really convincing Reddit post. that much of the staunch anti-AEW online community aren't real individuals. It's a staff running thousands of accounts and an army of bots to signal boost them. Look closely. These aren't real people. Who'd pay for such a wildly expensive thing? Research this one yourselves. You internet detectives are thrive in these situations.
You know what's crazy about this tweet?
What's that?
The day after, they're like, you know those like AEW good, Fed bad like Twitter
Of course.
posts?
That's my favorite Twitter
Yeah, they went
post.
off. They went off for it. The bot thing being a thing. Like I saw this one tweet of this. You know, like it's like Cody versus Miz next week, right? The WWE account
I
posted
did
it,
see that.
and a bunch of like accounts just copy and pasted it because you know like they could just do it. And the guy's like, you know, Tony has a point, guys. I think he's right about the bots. These AEW hating bots.
But listen, look here, listen. There probably are bots, right?
There probably are.
Yeah.
Both sides too.
There are
You
good
know?
bots on both sides, Steven. You have to understand.
Which side are you on, bots, huh?
Oh shoot, that's a great question. That's a great question.
Yeah.
But like, so at first when I read this tweet, I interpreted it as being 100% serious. Like, what the fuck is Tony Khan doing right now?
Just went insane.
Okay, like what is this man doing? But the more I've gone back and looked at it, and I've gone back and looked multiple times, okay?
Yeah.
He couldn't have been. It had to have been tongue in cheek.
The thing is, in reply to his own like tweet, he like advertised Rampage.
Exactly.
So it's like, what?
That's what makes me
like,
think he was doing it
here's
just
the thing,
to be a
though.
jerk off.
He also advertised his own show when that one girl left, and he's like, that girl wasn't a good wrestler, so he fired her.
Big
Watch
swole.
Rampage this week. So it's like,
Damn.
I don't know. Am I being worked? I don't know, man.
It's too absurd to like.
No, I think it's real. I think Tony Khan just went insane. I think he just went insane.
Look closely. These aren't real people.
Closely.
You know what? Like,
These aren't real people. An independent study has said this.
because then he's like,
An independent study? We'll never know.
like the whole implying that WWE is the one paying for them. Like, dude, my only thought here is, but you're only bringing publicity to AEW. Like, if you're at WWE, why would you pay to have thousands and thousands of engagements and posts and everything revolving around AEW? Even if it's negative sentiment.
Right.
Like, I feel like it only serves to put more eyes. Steven, that mute button scares me every time, okay? That mute button scares me terribly.
Just coughing, dude.
Okay.
Just coughing. You want me to cough in the mic?
I do.
It's so nice and
Steven, hit us with your best growl. Thank
That's
you.
a Tony Khan growl right there.
Oh, well, yeah. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Have you seen you seen that one NBA game where Tony Khan and Jim Ross went, and then Jim Ross is listed as AW commentator,
Steven,
and Tony Khan's listed as co-owner of the Jaguars?
you are a bad journalist, okay? I'm going to
Yeah.
take away your journalism badge. That was
No.
a UFC show.
Was he a show?
It was a UFC show.
That's even worse then.
It was so much worse.
No.
Tony was billed as the owner of the Jaguars, and then Jim Ross
The
was
co-owner.
the co-owner. This is so sad.
That's even more bad.
It's
dude.
kind of messed up. It's kind
Poor
of messed
Tony,
up.
man. He can't win this week, dude. I guess on an L streak this week, man. Poor guy.
Honestly. Did you see Becky Lynch? She put out a tweet mocking Tony Khan's with like the anti Becky Lynch staunch sentiment
so
on
good.
online isn't real individuals. They're actually AI robots. Blah 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 blah. And it got
Remember when
so
Becky
many
Lynch's
more likes.
Twitter was like the biggest thing on Reddit for a bit.
Steven,
Do you remember that era?
I've never been a frequent Redditor. This is you.
That was crazy.
This is
dude.
your
That was
bag, man.
crazy.
Why
I
was
don't even go on
why
Reddit.
was it
I'm a
that's
bad
not
Reddit.
true? Because every time we bring up a wrestler with a big
I go on the
dick,
bad-
you're like,
I go on
oh,
the
they're
bad
pretty big
wrestler
on Wrestle with the Plot.
Okay, I'm a big fan of that one.
Oh, sorry, Wrestle with the Package. My bad. Rest in peace.
My mic for Mike. I'm sorry. Sorry, Mike. You got hit by the death wish of wrestling with the plot,
No.
dude. Poor Mike.
No, this is so sad. Dude, honestly, fuck the Iconics, okay? This is why this killed their career, okay?
They're OnlyFans,
It
dude.
really did. It really did. Okay, Steven.
Tony Storm, her OnlyFans thing pretty well.
Let's go. Sources
Good
say.
for her.
Sources say. But Steven, we went to WrestleMania last weekend, or a couple weekends ago at this point. And we already talked about all the shows we went to, but it's important that we also talk about the food that we ate, okay? Because when we were in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, let everyone know what we got to lay our grubby little fingers on.
Get our fingers on. What do we eat? What do we eat? What did we eat, man?
Steven, we ate the
What did we order?
Smackadillas.
Yo, we didn't get the onion rumble though.
We
I
didn't.
realized that the other day.
We didn't
No one
get
got the onion rumble.
We did. I got.
It's like the thing we made fun of.
Yeah.
We're not made fun of. We advertised it.
We were in awe of the Onion Rumble, is what it was. But I ended up getting the spicy superstar while I was there. A bunch of jalapenos, sauce, avocado. It was honestly, Steven, let's
I got
take
the
a
chicken
second.
versus ranch.
Guys, not sponsored, but also kind of sponsored. the Smackadillas
Let's go for $10 off, guys.
were legitimately so, like, very much better than they had any right to be.
I want to know the ghost kitchen that made this. By the way,
Who made the Smackadillas? Steven, what did you
Do you
get?
think it's like some chain, or like do you think it's like a legit like, all right, quesadilla restaurant? We're gonna be the ones. We're the guys. And then WB's like, hey guys, can you make some quesadillas for us and call it like smackadillas? You guys like, sure.
Steven, what was the Smackadilla you got?
I got the chicken versus ranch.
Hell yeah, you did.
It looked like a normal quesadilla on the outside, so it's really hard to tell
Let's
which one was
go.
mine.
And what did Hash get?
I think he got the cheesy something.
The
What
cheesy
was
chicken
it?
champion.
I think he got that one. Yeah, actually,
Let's
yeah.
go. And my dad, of course, got
Your
the Power
father.
Bomb Pizza.
I wanted that one, but then he
Dude.
got is like, all right, I can't order the same thing.
It was so sick.
That one looked insane.
I thought the
There
Power
was,
Bomb
like a mozzarella
Pizza.
stick in it.
I thought the Power Bomb Pizza was just a pizza. It's
No, it's
not.
a quesadilla.
It's
a
a
quesadilla, dude.
Pizza
Oh, yeah, pizza.
It's a pizza
That's so sick.
smackadilla. It's a quesadilla with cheese and marinara sauce and mozzarella sticks and
Poor thing didn't survive the trip. By the way, it got like messed up in the car
It got fucked up.
of our was it Postmates Uber Eats guy? I think I used Grubhub actually. I don't remember.
I have no clue. But Steven, we made a video about Smackadillas, and then we of course we this was weeks ago when it was first announced. We were of course
We're
infatuated.
young lads. Like our second or first episode.
Yet young lads, you were so correct. And we have since eaten them. And we get home. It's the come down from WrestleMania weekend, you know, Smackadillas, long digested, and we get some notifications on our Instagram.
Yo, I don't check those. You do.
No, because I get the notifications and I see the account attached to it, and it's at WWE Smackadillas.
Yo, let's go.
I open up our account, and we have multiple comments and likes from the from the Smackadillas official account, and then also a DM from Smackadias
What
saying,
intern did this, by the way?
I don't know.
What intern was like, yo, these guys on Instagram Reels talking about our Smackadias?
Let's go.
These are the guys right here. These the guys, dude.
They DM us and they're like, hey,
Yeah.
we saw your video about Smackadias. And like, we just wanted to say, thank you. So, which, by the way, I'm still lucky this was the one video I randomly decided to bleep out me saying fuck.
Yeah. The one. This is why you bleep out the fuck. That's what I've been doing.
It really is. But they respond to it and they're like, hey, we loved your video. Here, and you know what? Just so you're able to find out what an onion rumble actually tastes like, here's a coupon code for $10. And
Sick.
He gave us a coupon for $10 worth of Smackadia.
I wish we had that during the trip. It was just so much money.
Yeah, because guys, we're not in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We can't eat the Smackadias, man.
Oh, no.
It's fucked up. It's fucked
We
up.
still have the code, by the way. No one took it when I tried to get it
Yo,
away.
if someone is listening to this and they're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, i.e. Hash, and you want a Smackadia, let us know.
Right now. Listen right now. Name it right now on the podcast.
We'll send it first come, first served. If someone messages us before Hash, you guys can have it too. Well, we got a Smackadias promo code.
Here's one to DM us right now. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter,
anywhere.
YouTube
YouTube comments.
Anywhere.
I'll put in the YouTube comments, man.
YouTube comment it.
Let's go.
Was it video reply on YouTube, guys? Go back in time.
Let's go. Maybe we can do a special TikTok for it. We can do a TikTok giveaway of the Smackadias coupon code.
I get really mad because we weren't supposed to do it.
What's it matter? What's it matter? My favorite thing is that when the official account responded to our video, they said, that is exactly what an onion rumble tastes like. In response to you saying that an onion rumble tastes like 30 little small men entering your mouth. Which is good to know. Officially.
Because like the image for that, you didn't even use like WE wrestlers?
No.
For most of the little men in our mouths?
I used Mini Vader.
Good enough?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. But it's perfect. It's perfect. So yeah, everyone go, if you're in Dallas, legit get a Smackadia. They tasted very good. Like,
you know what's crazy about this like partnership with Smackadias is that we have more contact now than most wrestling journalists do.
With Smackadias?
WWE. Yeah.
You're so right. You're so right.
This is our source now.
We can get the scoops on all things Smackadias.
We get the scoops for our Chipotle Bowl.
Let's
excited.
Go. Let's go. So yeah, officially sponsored. I love that. Our first sponsor is Smackadia.
Yo, we didn't get paid for this.
Let's go.
Sick.
I still want to put that at the bottom of all their TikToks. Sponsored by Smackadia.
Yeah. Just put it every TikTok from now this week. You use this coupon code. First come, first serve.
Let's go.
And eventually we'll see someone use it. Eventually.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Steven.
Yes.
There is so much more to get to though, because after WrestleMania, we came down. We came down to San Antonio, to Austin, respectively, and we were both excited, I think, about the Raw after Mania. It's been literal.
I really wasn't.
I was. It's been literal years since I've watched an episode of Raw, since I've been excited about an episode of Raw, and I had such a good time WrestleMania weekend. I legit, like, wrestling became so fun for me again, like, over the course of those 3 days, and I was like, okay, Raw's tonight. I want to watch this, and so I simply did, and God, that was a mistake.
What?
Yeah, it just
How
sucked.
dare you be forced to watch this 3-hour show, dude?
I was forced,
For
guys.
you.
I
For
was
you,
forced. But it's just so sad that I was legit excited to watch like WWE TV again, and then I did, and it was just like bad. Like,
I thought the Cody segment was pretty fun, where he did all his Cody stuff in AEW. Like, he started crying, talking about his dad,
cracking voice cracks multiple times. My father. True,
perfect Cody like promo.
Well, the thing is, like, it was just like all his AEW stuff, but like it just
10-minute long.
It felt so different. Like, it felt like, not. I don't mean this as insulting, right? I don't mean it as a bad thing, but it felt like cold, right? Like, it didn't feel exactly like it. Like, everything felt like not robotic, but I think cold is the exact word I'm going for. You know?
Yeah.
I think so. I think so.
Scripted it more.
Maybe. And again, I was into it.
10 minutes. It had 8 minutes.
No.
That's why.
I was into it, but it definitely felt a little bit different. And people online are like fighting about whether or not it was legitimate, like his tears and his voice cracks. And of course,
I legit
it's
think
not.
his voice cracked. He's like, oh shit, I gotta cover it up. He's like, oh shit, I gotta cover my voice crack. I'm really sad, guys, but my father.
You don't think it was intentional voice crack to be sad. You think he just to avoid looking like a little doofus. He was like, oh, I gotta cry real quick, guys. Hold on.
Like when Seth's voice cracked at one time. It's like, oh, you guys are so stupid. Ha ha ha.
Let's
But the opposite, where he cries over his voice crack.
Let's go. So
Have you seen that Twitter thread about how Cody has no direction right now?
he's so
Even though like he just
directionless.
debuted.
Honestly, no direction for the dude. No direction.
Yeah.
I did see his immediate plans are for Raw this week, Steven. He's going to be fighting The Miz, and
Yo, that's fun.
yeah, like
They have
people
a history,
online
dude.
were all shitting on it for the first couple days, and now,
Why?
and it has me so worried. Twitter has gone the exact opposite direction, and now all I get on my feed, and maybe this is just because I'm a Miz mark, but all I'm getting on my
Not
Twitter
bad.
feed is people defending the Miz and
Or
being like,
bad.
guys, the Miz is one of the most decorated people in WWE history, and like, it's not a bad spot for Cody to be fighting him, which they're right. I agree, and I'm
I mean, they
looking
gotta
forward.
build up Cody, you know? Like, they
Yeah.
can't just have Cody versus Roman like right
And
now.
I'm looking forward to him fighting the Miz. I think that's cool, and I think they're friends in real life, so it's gonna be awesome. But like,
sick.
I'm a little bit terrified because people are defending it, and so now I'm thinking maybe it's not gonna be
I
good.
mean, I'm not really worried because like AJ had the same thing. It wasn't like when he debuted, he was just going against Jericho.
Yo,
you
fucking
know?
AJ lost his tooth in that match. Remember? Miz knocked his tooth
Lost to
out.
Jericho at WrestleMania.
Well,
You know, like he has a one up over AJ's debut.
yo,
Over like, was it? What he beat Seth? Right? That's such a. That's not a.
so many regrets in life. I have so many regrets in life.
debut.
One of them is not buying the Y2AJ T-shirt.
Oh, that's expensive now.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Dude, because we talk about it all the time. We look on WWE Shop, we see the shitty T-shirts, and we never actually buy them, but we so should because, like, again, the
Really
Sin Cara
expensive one day.
penis one, the Brie mode shirt, like, just there's so many. Like, legitimately, the I'm Nobody's Bitch T-shirt is gonna be worth money one day. There's no doubt in my mind. You know?
That Nia Jax, he's just like go hard, dude.
I'm not like most. Yeah. Dude, I so badly want the men's I'm not like most girls shirt.
That's girls, dude.
I've only bought one of those because I thought it was so bad. And it's not even that bad. It was the Usos because I thought it was when the Usos got their new theme song in like 2016. I loved it and like their new gimmick. But the one thing I thought was so fucking ridiculous was when they used to say, "It's not paranoia, it's the Usos."
It's the
Because what the
Usos.
fuck does that mean?
It's
What-
the Usos, dude. They're so scary.
It's not paranoia, it's the Uso. Like
It's the Usos.
it doesn't mean anything. So I thought it was bad.
Shivered.
I thought it was bad. And then they released a t-shirt that said it. And I was like, I need to get this immediately. And so I did.
Oh.
But it's very small on the shirt compared to the rest of it, so it's not that good.
I thought my Cody shirt was pretty cool. The one with the wolf.
The wolf?
The wolf on it.
Your furry
I don't know
Cody shirt.
I don't know why it's a wolf, by the way. Like,
it's a wolf?
Why? Why?
The American Night Wolf. Cody, you know?
Like, why is it a wolf? Like, when did Cody like get a wolf thing going on?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Maybe
man.
like when he started his indie run, he had like the Bane jacket on, and it's like white fur. Maybe.
Oh shoot, no, you're
Do you remember
right.
that when he had like brown hair and like
I
had the
do.
jacket on?
I do.
I thought that was
do,
pretty
do.
sick.
Yeah, and that reminded you of a wolf.
Maybe it's the white fur, man.
No, I
It's the
understand.
white
I
fur.
understand. I understand.
Yeah, yeah.
It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of shirt. It makes a lot of shirt, guys. So Steven,
I'm
we
gonna
gotta
buy the. I'm gonna buy the worst Cody shirt when it comes out.
Yeah, let's
It's gonna be something stupid like my. It's gonna be My Kingdom. It's just like Cody in like a little castle, and the castle's like his neck tattoo.
it's Cody Little Castle.
And it says
That's
like
so
defend my
fucked up.
kingdom or something dumb like that. That's a shirt. I'm gonna buy it, dude.
Because defend my kingdom is so stupid. Because that's like him, like all triumphant. I'm picturing him like Rapunzel, like in the tower.
Neck tattoo is there.
It's so shitty. I hate this. I hate this so much.
I liked his entrance this week. It was pretty cool.
Yo, I gotta
Where, like,
make
they-
that fan art. I'm sorry, Steven. I gotta make that fan art. It's Brandy
The
Rhodes.
ones or the
And then the
Cody
castle.
Perry dog one.
The what?
Like his entrance this week for Cody.
What about
Where
it?
like they pan to his face, right? He's making his debut on Raw, and it's just him just looking at the crowd.
Oh shit!
I just from like a random hole,
dude.
He's just looking. He's looking at the crowd like really like stoically, right?
You're not describing it perfectly enough, Steve. Because this is fucked up. What happened? Okay, it's because they build a whole new ramp for Cody when he enters. By the way,
Cody ramp, yeah,
because he appears an elevator from underneath where he comes up. Obviously, right? Everyone's seen it, but fucking and it worked perfectly at WrestleMania, right?
Because it's pre-built.
Exactly, but on Raw, the one it was too short. So Cody at the very bottom before the elevator starts moving up, you see like his nose and his eyes sticking up.
He's just looking at people like a prairie dog.
Before his elevator starts moving. So he's just making awkward eye contact with the crowd and the camera. I legitimately, Steven, I was so excited to turn on Raw. To watch.
You realize
it's Raw after Mania. It's Raw after Mania. I'm so excited. This is gonna be the night. And then immediately I knew this was a mistake.
He's like really sad. You're like, oh man.
Steven, I feel like I don't usually laugh a lot when I'm alone by myself, you know? Yeah. I laughed so loud when Cody's head was just there, not moving. It was fucked up.
This is why you be like me and just watch clips on YouTube and like, all right, that's enough Raw for today.
I should have, in retrospect.
You could have skipped matches too.
But I got to see Veer's debut, long-awaited, much-anticipated. Veer,
yo, my boy Veer, baby, let's go.
Coming on Raw.
That was sick.
And
Veer fan, dude.
Come he did, Steven, as it got to the
hard.
Miz had a 5-second match with Dominic Mysterio where he squashed the shit out of him, which is awesome.
You gotta build up Cody somehow, you know? You can't just lose to like... You can't just lose to Dominic and go against Cody next week.
They do, but basically Miz just beat the shit out of Dominic, and Miz is continuing to gloat after the match, and this is when Veer's music hits, okay? And he starts rushing his way to the ring, the lion that he is, and he is furious. And I think he's about to come out and help the Mysterios beat the shit out of the Miz. And I'm like, oh my god, okay. But the Miz just books it, and then Veer beats up Dominic instead, and legit just chokes the life out of him, man. Like, have you seen
Dominic,
it?
dude.
Like, Dominic looked like he died. It's messed up.
Poor Dom, dude.
It's got to be your background one week, is Dominic having the life just choke the fuck out of him.
Have you seen that one Twitter post that Veer made? It was like, this is why I love working hard. His little kid just says Veer. Which is crazy because like this kid goes to the Veer's debut episode, right? He's like, Veer, that's my guy now.
Kid fucking hated like, Dominic.
Like this kid chose to be Veer on his debut. Like, yes, this new guy Veer, this is my guy, dude.
That's my dude. That's my dude, Steven. It's my dude too, honestly.
So funny.
You know, it honestly
like, this
is.
Kid chose Veer to be like his Rey Mysterio.
Because it's not like brave. Like you know how like for a period of like 5 years, everyone at wrestling shows dressed up like Bray Wyatt because most wrestling fans are a similar stature, and they got beards and long hair.
Or Mick Foley.
Yeah, but like the Bray Wyatt one was the one I saw the most, and but it was just like I feel like out of convenience, you know, because Bray's cool, and it's also let me just put on a Hawaiian T-shirt real quick and a hat, and I'm Bray Wyatt, guys, you know.
Hey, let me just put on a little dress shirt. Hey guys,
and it's like for people like me, the thing for that is Orange Cassidy. I just put on fucking jeans and the sweatpants or whatever, and a jean jacket with my Orange Cassidy T-shirt. I'm OC, you know.
Yo, you're squeezed.
Exactly. This kid had to go out of his way to cosplay as Veer, okay?
You got like face paint, mom. Can I borrow your lipstick for a bit? Puts on his forehead. Yo, Veer, baby, that's my guy.
Yo, I'm a little concerned now. I didn't realize this is what that was, Steven. I didn't realize.
It's like when I cheered for like, was it Rick Boogs at WrestleMania? I was like the only guy cheering for Boogs in our little audience.
How dare you? How dare you?
A little section.
Boogs is sick. Boogs is sick, Steven. Okay.
I like his finisher, the suplex.
Yeah.
Brain buster.
I love his finisher, the fireman's carry.
The fireman's carry is so dangerous.
It really is. So also on Raw, Steven, not only did Veer make his debut, but so too did a newcomer named Ezekiel. This man came out. You were the one who told me that there was a chance Eli Drake LA Knight
My debut.
debuts on the main roster, right? Like he might be in the
Yeah,
Cody
LA Knight.
spot. He might be showing up on Raw after Mania. So when Ezekiel comes out, I think, holy shit, Eli Drake looks insane.
Eli Drake is jacked.
I was like so pumped. I was like, oh my god, I didn't know.
That's crazy.
I didn't know. I didn't know who I was dealing with. And then the camera settles on him for a little bit longer than 5 seconds, and I'm like, holy shit.
What is this?
That's Elias, guys. Guys, what? He's in like
Honestly,
peach orange trunks, and
the guy's like Tanner, I think too, right? I can't tell.
shaved, jacked. He just
He looked great.
he
by the
looks
way. He looked
incredible, incredible, and like he's Ezekiel now though, and he
Honestly, I'm really excited for this.
I'm
Because
am
you know
not.
how Abyss is like writing for Raw, right?
okay.
They did a storyline where he was also some guy, and his alter ego was Abyss, but he didn't realize.
Joseph
like, it was
Parks,
like
you
a-
mean.
Joseph Parks, yeah. I hope they do that with this, where Ezekiel gets a guitar and it's like, hey,
Oh shit, his
What is
beard
this?
just reappears. You're right. You're
it
right.
just grows out.
That's
No,
pretty
the
cool.
thing is, they can only switch every so often. You know, every other month. That's when Elias comes out
No, you're right.
for like
you're right,
one
you're right.
night.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I'm
I
excited.
don't think I'm excited because
Why?
the character
Why?
they have Ezekiel as right now is just white meat baby face
It's called.
cracking
That's the point. That's
witty
the joke.
jokes.
That's literally the joke. He's just a
But
call. He's just a creator
It's
wrestler.
literally WWE, and the joke is
No.
gonna be lost after 2 weeks, and he's just
No,
gonna
it's
become
going over, dude.
a baby face who does jokes because every baby face has to be funny, you know?
Well, there's like two ways this ends. Either
Yeah.
this ends like 1 month from now, he's back to being Elias again,
Let's go.
or it's like some super dark thing where like it's like really messed up Bray Wyatt stuff right here, where instead of the Fiend he becomes Elias.
Yo, that'd be pretty sick. Or we find out it's his shoot brother. The real Elias was killed. He
Elias
is
is actually
dead.
dead, guys.
Yeah.
Legit dead.
That is devastating. That is devastating. But Ezekiel's here. I'm confused, but I'm excited because legitimately, guys, my taste in
I
wrestling
think it's funny. I think it's hilarious.
is so narrow and so obvious
It's
to catch
really,
on to.
I think
But
it's really unique right now.
yeah, but Elias was legit like one of my favorite wrestlers in 2016, 2017. He was.
They got killed by Gunner.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Have you
okay?
seen that one like interview where Gunner said he would like go to like if he had the chance to like kill someone on the roster he would
Who?
like trash talk to him? I don't know. I think he said like if he had a chance to like kill one of the guys who like hated him, he would.
I mean, good for him, man. You know, like
He's badass.
awesome. I'm sure he's living life. Steven, point is, I regretted watching this Raw after Mania because even the main event
Ow.
segment with our tribal chief, it couldn't redeem it. Because Steven, don't mute yourself, Steven. The tribal chief
No.
showed up at the end of Raw, and he basically just said, "Hey guys, you should watch SmackDown." And I said,
Hey.
"I love you, my
Hey.
tribal chief, but I'm going to respectfully decline." And so I did not.
Gunner Oos, dude.
I know.
What happened on SmackDown?
A
that he
shit ton,
advertised?
apparently. I guess I should have watched SmackDown because
Yeah, it was
motherfucking Gunther was there. He debuts, Steven. He debuts from NXT. He has Ludwig Kaiser with him, the
Honestly,
former.
I think Ludwig Kaiser's a badass name.
Way better than Marcel Bartel.
Like,
Okay.
people are saying that it's a bad. No, it's not a bad name change. That name's insane.
Exactly.
Like Ludwig Kaiser, dude. Twitch streamer Ludwig.
Ludwig Kaiser. I think
Kaiser?
so. Because fucking
Brooklyn period for it.
Sean Ross, before the name change happened, he went on Twitter
Yeah.
like before SmackDown, was like, guys, there was a name change for tonight, and this might be the worst one yet. I didn't even believe
so
it.
bad.
I was like, no. Ludwig's not a... No, it's not bad. It's much better than Marcel
He gets a
Bartel.
last name, you know? That's crazy.
Mhm. My favorite thing,
Maybe
though...
it was just Ludwig would have been bad.
Maybe, yeah.
But
But I
they
like...
got Kaiser. Kaiser's a great
Ludwig
name. A
Kaiser.
great last name.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is that our dear friend here at Following Lucha, CM Pulse, Steven, on Twitter when he debuted, he said, dibs on the name Marcel Bartel, which is funny.
That's his real name too, right?
Marcel Bartel is not that dude's real name.
That's his real name.
No, it's not.
That's his real name.
No, it's not, dude. Stop lying to
is.
me. Dude,
That's Ludwig Kaiser's real name.
no, it's not. You
It is.
asshole. It's not his real
No,
name.
it is his real name.
Marcel Barthel is not his real name.
That's his real name. This is his real name. This is his shoot name,
You
dude.
fucking
You're being weird.
asshole. What? It's his
It's
real
his
name.
real name. I told you. You think I was lying? No, it's his real name.
I thought it was because I remember him from before WWE. He was like Axel Dieter Jr.
Yeah, they changed his name to his real name, which makes no sense.
Holy shit. Because I remember I saw him at Access before he ever debuted on NXT. And he didn't pronounce it Marcel Bartel, which is fun.
He pronounced his own name wrong.
It was Marcel Barthel, right? Which is even more fucked, maybe.
He didn't want to work to you as a kid.
Marcel Barthel. And
I'm just sad they broke up Fabian, man.
yeah, fuck Fabian, honestly.
Which also is his name, by the way.
That's how's his name Marcel Bartel? Whose real name is that?
You know, it's a really. Why do you think they changed his name? It's just so garbage. I don't know.
I'm gonna name my kid Marcel Bartel.
Marcel Barthel. It's a great name, dude.
I am. So, Marcel isn't the only one who got a name change. There was another debut, and that of Raquel Gonzalez, who now goes by Raquel Rodriguez, which is.
I mean, it's not that big of a change.
Yeah, it's just another.
They're pretty common last names too. You know, it's like
generic Hispanic last name. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Which I guess Gonzalez is her real last name, so they're changing it up. So they own the IP, which good for them, I guess. Good for them. What's not good for them is that Raquel Rodriguez is not cool. She was just happy to be there on SmackDown.
Happy to be there.
It was
taller than everyone, by the way. He looks like a monster. She's like 6 foot.
God,
that's insane.
Dwarfed Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo. Okay, because Humberto's not a short guy, but he was fucking, it looked like a little person compared to Raquel. It was crazy.
She's wearing the heels, dude.
Yo,
Or
Raquel.
she's really tall.
Raquel's going crazy. Raquel's going crazy. Okay, but she's not Raquel. I don't think anymore. She's just like.
Just really happy to be there.
Yeah, which guys, like I get it. I'd be happy to be there too, but you know, she was cool. I thought, but I guess not. And not only that, Steven, no name change here, but we also got the return of one Lacey Evans, who.
Yo.
Did you watch her segment or no?
I did not.
Do you know what her
Remember
segment was?
when I said I watched? I could skip clips I don't like or care about. This is one of them.
You
I just
skipped
didn't care about.
It was no, it's a new character, Steven. She's no longer the sassy Southern Belle, which
That's what got her over.
I mean, yeah.
Right?
No, I don't think. When was Lacey Evans over?
I thought she was pretty over with like the Ric Flair thing. Maybe it's because she was like fucking Ric Flair and that was funny.
Yo, honestly, true.
Yeah.
But I don't even know what you're talking about. I think I stopped watching during the Ric Flair
Oh
stuff.
yeah, the last storyline was like Ric Flair was fucking her when she was feuding with Charlotte.
That's
That's
cool.
her last feud. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Well,
Still on her.
I guess she's moved on from Rick, and her new gimmick is she's just herself now. No, it's good though, because I think herself is pretty interesting. Like she's an army lady who she basically told the story of her childhood about how her mom was severely abused by her dad, and then her mom and her siblings all had to pack out and leave during the middle of the night. And they spent like the next 15 years like going from shelter to shelter, and all that kind of stuff.
Boyhood.
Yeah. It was just her talking about her real life, and it was good. Like it wasn't like a promo, I don't think, but it was interesting.
Did you know that she has fan letters in her boots every time she wrestles?
Like the same one?
I don't know if they're the same ones. It might be.
Huh. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
So she can remind herself she's inspiring people.
But like, can't she
That they
just
read
look
them
at the
letter.
audience?
No.
Okay. No, fair. I mean, we all have our habits. We all have our rituals.
I mean, do you think an audience? Do you think they're cheering for you? You know, like I feel like it's more personal if it's a letter. I don't know who writes letters anymore
Yo,
though.
wrestling
That's the thing.
must be horrible as far as imposter syndrome goes for those guys. Because like I would get imposter syndrome as me, like getting any sort of level of like appreciation or love at Cheers, right? But if you not only do you have your own insecurity as a person, but you're also playing a character, that must be horrible. Like they really don't give a shit about me.
Worst is like when you're just being a character and they start like booing you, but like you're being yourself.
Oh,
Not being like a character. Like,
yeah, that's tough.
In AEW.
You mean Sammy Guevara? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
Well, Sammy's thing is like kind of
Sammy Guevara.
not the greatest thing.
No, it's shit, is what
Right.
it is, Steven.
He's a natural heel, Jacy. I'm going to be honest.
I know, and that's why his entire indie run he was, and he would flip off all his opponents. My favorite thing that they should bring back for Sammy that he did on the indies is before every single match, he went for a handshake, put out his hand, or the other person put out his hand, and he would just fucking flip them off instead. Like he'd act like he would fake him out like he was going for it. It was great. I loved it. I loved it.
Well, when everyone points the finger at AEW, you know, like, what's the point? Oh my god, it's thundering outside. It's crazy.
Wow, thank you.
I thought it was like someone's in my room. No, it's just the thunder.
It could be both,
so loud.
Steven. Stay safe. Stay safe, okay? We also saw on SmackDown the debut of a new finisher, Steven. 'Cause Butch, I believe, had his first match on SmackDown since his call up, and he lost to Xavier Woods.
I mean, it was a roll up, like, you know.
And the roll up is
worst.
Xavier's new finisher. It is called the Backwoods, which, okay, like I mean,
Love it.
it sounds like kitschy and fun, so I'm into it. You know,
Honestly, I don't think the butching is the worst thing ever, you know? Because, like, he has more personality than the Bruiserweight did.
no,
man.
he does not.
That's
He has
the
a
hot take
different
that I'm having
personality.
today. No, him being scrappy dude is more interesting than Bruiserweight. Okay.
No, it's not.
Like when you're in the ring of like 6-foot monsters like Sheamus, you gotta stand out more.
Literally go
than
back
Bruiserweight
and
did.
watch the UK Classic. Pete Dunne was the only person in the entire tournament with a character.
You think you can do his finisher on like Sheamus?
The pump handle flatliner.
You think you can do that?
What even
on
was that
Sheamus?
called? Oh my god, I don't even remember.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
I think it's a brutalizer, wasn't it?
It might be the brutalizer. That sounds familiar. Or was the brutalizer the thing that Neville did? I don't
Oh wait,
remember.
no, that was the rings of Saturn, I think, in the Fed.
But he called it something else.
I don't know.
I don't.
It's a very
fucking
generic
know.
name.
I have no clue. Either way,
Yeah.
Butch is there. He's losing to Xavier Woods. He's real upset about it. And yes,
He gets really mad. He gets scrappy about it, man.
he does. He gets scrappy. He's a scrappy little brawler. Steven, we're allowed to say when stuff sucks, you know?
No,
Like,
I think this gimmick is pretty funny. so
good
I like it. I think
gimmick. No, you're right. You're right.
I think it's really
funny gimmick.
I think I just love stupid stuff, and this is stupid, so I love
That's
it.
fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. That's what. Yeah. I'm happy calling it stupid.
I don't think Brisbane's gonna get over the main roster either.
No, he's a little man. You know, he's a little man.
Yeah.
Pete Dunne is. But I listened to an interview he did with Mark Andrews too. And he sounded like into it. He was like, yeah, like I wanted to dress like this for a while now, and now they're letting
I
me.
wanted to get a wife here for a bit.
Which good for him, you know, living his life.
The good. Yeah. I mean, he doesn't need to get ring gear anymore. He just gets a wife beater from like Target. It's like, all right,
Exactly.
This is good enough for me,
This
man.
is it. The suspenders, the wife beater. He's set.
yeah.
He
I
really
mean, he gets like
is.
suspenders from Mad Cop Mass. I don't think he's getting suspenders anymore, is he? Because I think he broke up with
I just want to hear you say his name again.
Madcap Moss.
There you go. Okay.
Did I say Madcap
I
Moss?
don't know what the fuck you said.
Mad Cop Moss.
Yes,
He's a
sir.
mad cop.
Hell yeah. That's a good gimmick.
That's his next gimmick. Oh, it would be really good too. He's a mad cop.
It would be horrible, Steven.
Very political.
That would be
gimmick.
horrible, man.
Someone's gotta have like some shitty like indie gimmick where they're just a racist cop. That's gotta be a thing, right?
It probably is, yeah. The thing is, it's probably a shoot. Like, it's probably like an actual cop who wrestles on the weekends, you know?
It's just really racist.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
What's his finisher? The taser?
The taser. Wow, I think so. I think so.
The crossface. That's his finisher.
Wow, that'd be crazy.
The
That'd
curb
be crazy.
stomp's another good one for him.
Another
All these
one.
cop things.
I think so. I think so. Steven,
Yes.
we have the main event segment of SmackDown to talk about, okay? Because if you remember, back on Raw, the Tribal Chief, he said, tune in. And so I didn't tune in. I watched
the other show, guys.
Yeah, guys, watch on Friday.
The one that gets the views.
Exactly. And yeah, I watched the segment on YouTube, and I am kind of into it. I saw people complaining like, oh, they said the same thing again where they're promoting another show, blah. But like, no, they set up Roman's next storyline. He's gonna be fighting Shinsuke.
Unify every title.
Which is, I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
but
he's fighting gonna beat Shinsuke, but like.
But it should be sick though. I want to see Shinsuke versus Roman again.
Shinsuke really needs like a big thing, you know. I feel like it's kind of cold recently. Ever since he won the IC title, it's kind of, you know.
I guess so.
Meh.
I don't know. I have no clue. I haven't been watching since he won the IC title.
They also announced that Jimmy and Jey Uso are gonna fight RK Bros for the Raw title to unify it.
Go.
Which they're probably gonna win.
That's fine. I'm cool with that. I'm ready for RK Bro to break up too, you know?
I love RK like, Bro, dude.
Honestly, Shinsuke lucked the fuck out that Boogs couldn't handle a fireman's carry, you know? Because here he is in the main event. Let's go, you know?
Yeah, main event Shinsuke. He never wins these main event, like, pushes that he gets.
Well,
two of them. One was against Gender. You know?
Hey, guys. He had a good match with John Cena that one time, Shinsuke, okay?
That was fun.
Yeah, he dropped Cena on his neck. That was awesome. That was awesome. With the reverse. I
think Cena's neck is like insane.
Let's go. But that was SmackDown. That was Raw after Mania. Again, SmackDown had way more surprises than Raw, which is kind of shitty. I mean, not
SmackDown
shitty.
gets more views than Raw. That's the thing.
Does it?
Yeah, it's on Fox and it gets like 2 million usually, while Raw usually gets like 1.5 or something like that.
I see.
Because of Roman's a needle mover.
Let's go. Yeah, dude, I can't believe it. When we went to eat out at WrestleMania before the Sunday show, like we were there at the place right across from the AT&T Stadium. Legit, I assume a husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend walked in, brother, sister maybe. They walked in wearing needle mover t-shirts, and who bought that shit? Okay,
I'm a needle mover oos
with the little speedometer on it. Like they're
that's awesome, dude.
Respect though. Respect.
I respect it.
Honestly.
I respect it.
Yeah. NXT news, Steven.
Which one?
The tag team champ was released. So that's crazy.
No, what happened?
I don't know. I don't really want to talk about it.
What happened?
His wife accused him of abuse. Nash Carter, guys. Zachary Wentz of what's their name? Not 2.0. The Rascals.
MSK.
MSK. There it is. The two of them. Desmond Xavier.
By the way.
Huh?
We never learned what MSK means, by the way. Like, it's just a name.
Well,
there's no meaning to it.
You know, maybe one day. But Desmond Xavier, Zach Wentz, and Kimberly is, of course, Zach Wentz's wife, okay? And
where is she?
Over the past few weeks, she's been, like, pretty cryptic online, saying stuff like, oh, you don't want this to come out, respond to my text, blah, 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 blah. Basically, she's having a mental breakdown online, accusing her husband of abuse, emotional, and then physical. Posted photos of her with like some marks on her face, and then posted a photo of Zach Wentz dressed up like Hitler that he sent her on like Snapchat or something. It looked like
years ago.
Yeah,
picture.
Like years ago.
Like 19 in that picture.
I hope not 19 because I think there's an age gap between them. So.
Oh, is there? I don't know.
I don't know. I have no clue. Either way though. Zach Wentz was released because of all this drama going around him, and who knows what's real, who knows what's whatever.
That for Wesley.
Well, I guess, but also like he's gonna be huge on his own.
I mean, Wesley's like the talented one, you know, of the two.
I mean, he's the star of the two for sure. Yeah. Wesley. I don't know if I like the name Wesley or not. I thought Desmond Xavier was a badass name. I'll be honest.
That's a cool name, yeah.
Yeah.
Wesley is just a real name, you know.
It is.
It's just Wesley.
But who knows what happens there? I don't know. It's just crazy that they released a champion. You know, then it's crazy that the abuse allegation.
They released Enzo as champion.
That was the fucking cruiserweight title, man. Come on now.
And this is the NXT tag team title.
No, fair enough.
It's not like he's like the Usos.
But they could have a great career like the Ascension and the Vaudevillains. You don't understand.
Yo.
They really could.
Tucker Knight and Otis.
Or the Lucha Dragons. Who else had those belts, man? Oh, or American Alpha.
Yo, those guys end up great.
Who succeeded from the tag teams?
Oh, Adrian Neville and one other dude whose name I forgot.
Oh,
and he doesn't wrestle anymore.
Lafort or whatever? Pierre Lafort or
some guy.
Some shit. Oh, Corey Graves was champ at one point too, I think.
Corey Graves and Neville. That was so weird.
That's awesome. Who else were champs? Oh, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish. Who the fuck are they?
They're just doing the same things.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
So yeah, best of luck, I guess. I don't know. But also on NXT. Good luck. Braun Breaker was having a main event match, a title defense, because he won the NXT title back from Dolph Ziggler on Raw, by the way. He was defending that title.
Invalidate the pay-per-view we had.
Let's do it, man.
Awesome.
Let's do it. He defended the title against Gunther on NXT. He beat Gunther on NXT, which is huge. Gunther was undefeated for like so fucking long.
That's crazy.
I know.
Fudge.
But basically, I guess after the match, I didn't watch it, guys. Full transparency.
What? You watched NXT?
Either after the match or during the match, they cut backstage, and fucking was it the Diamond Mine, like the Creed brothers, I think it was, have kidnapped Braun Breaker's father, Rick Steiner. Like, just have him in like these metal bars like Matanza, which is crazy. And Steven, I will be super honest and even more transparent in thinking, until I saw this article, I was fully convinced that Braun Breaker's dad was Scott Steiner. And
what?
I am so sad to know now that it's not. Yes, I thought that.
Why?
Because I thought. I never really paid attention. I haven't.
Dude, you're not a real journalist, dude. You're not.
I'm
dude.
obviously not. Apparently.
No way, Jose.
Guys, I miss No Way Jose. Someone needs to sign him ASAP.
What a great get. No way, Jose.
It honestly is. How was he never a champion in his
he was
run?
the house show guy, right? The guy would pop up to like get the crowd opening for live events, and then just leave.
I don't know. Somehow the dude decided it was a good idea to dye his hair green and braid it. This was the beginning of the end for him, you know?
Damian Priest?
No, not Damian Priest. What? No Way Jose.
Purple and braided it.
But Damian Priest is cool, you know?
Yeah, Punishment Martinez.
Hell yeah.
I mean Mercedes Martinez.
Hell yeah.
Wrong.
But legitimately, until this segment, I thought Scott Steiner was that dude's dad. I had no clue. You'd never told me, Steven.
I don't know why I would tell you that.
Just to be a good friend, look out, you know?
I guess.
Now here I am with egg on my face, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But it's cool, I guess they're acknowledging that Braun's his son. I don't know.
What else
I love that they just kidnapped an old man. That's also awesome.
I think that's a common thing, right? Just kidnapping old people.
How so?
Like, they did that Paul Bearer and Edge.
Oh, true. Did anyone ever
Pretty sure Vince has been kidnapped once.
Surely he's been kidnapped.
Right.
Didn't someone kidnap Teddy Long at one point? Like in the back of the car? It was like...
Probably happens.
Didn't Drew McIntyre kidnap him? Was it Drew McIntyre or The Undertaker that kidnapped Teddy? It was definitely one of them. Okay.
Undertaker.
Okay.
I think Drew just like beat up Teddy, mostly.
I get that.
Yeah.
Over on AEW though, Steven, a bunch of stuff happened.
It was a good week for AEW.
It was pretty sick. I heard they had an awesome ladder match with the Hardys, where apparently no one knew the rules, and Jeff Hardy somehow won the match even though he was eliminated. Which is, I didn't watch it, but it sounds awesome. I don't know what the fuck was going on. I think so. Samoa Joe, Senior Joe fought Max Caster in his AEW debut. Max Caster's best rap in months. It was wonderful.
I like Max Caster a lot. I think he's really good.
How old would you guess Max Caster is?
32.
You know what? You're not far off. I think it's like 32 or 34. But I thought he was like early, like mid 20s. I didn't realize he was that old.
Oh yeah, like MJF age.
Yeah. Well, not MJF, but like maybe a little bit older even. Yeah. But he's not. He's up there. He's gotta do something, right? Soon, maybe. The Muscle Buster's back, Steven.
Oh, they changed it. It's more like a suplex now. It's sick.
Probably for the best, right?
Yeah. I don't know why he didn't do it in his E run.
Well,
or like he made it more like a suplex.
What do you mean?
But
we had to end Tyson Kidd's life, you know? We had a very specific
purpose. It took him
purpose.
so long to change his finisher to be like be safe.
Samoa Joe was brought into WWE for one reason and one reason only, and that was the kill Tyson Kidd.
We need more Total Diva storyline, Samoa Joe.
We do.
You gotta do this right now.
We need this man at home more with his wife, please.
We need more footage for our show.
Absolutely. FTR fought the Bucks in the main event, which was apparently
That was really good.
sick ass match. I did watch it, and it was good, but like obviously
I heard the last few minutes were just kickouts.
I mean,
By
that's every good match, you know.
Yeah,
That's every good match. Yeah.
It's like the more kickouts you have near 2, the better your match is. That's how it works.
Like I get that you're being facetious, but also
No, I'm
you're
not.
not wrong because
No.
you're right, and this is good storytelling. Just
Yeah.
as many kickouts as possible, please.
Too many fake outs.
Speaking of kickouts,
Like the writing equivalent would be like a fake death every 2 minutes. I feel like
I love it.
like a horror movie.
I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it, man. I'm absolutely cool with it. But in the on Rampage, Steven, of this week, the main event was also a big talk because it was Wheeler Utah versus Jon Moxley. Okay, because the story here is that
It looks good.
Wheeler has already earned the respect of Bryan Danielson. He's earned the respect of William Regal, but Jon Moxley still doesn't know if he quite has it.
Oh no.
And so this match is Utah's third match with Moxley. The first was a squash match where he lost to him in a couple seconds. The second was like kind of more back and forth, but still Moxley like killing him. And this one is supposed to be Utah's redemption. And goddamn,
He bled.
he bled so much.
What?
The match started before the bell even rang because Yuta just dived out of the ring, like onto Moxley while he was making his entrance. But he dived like at an angle, like right next to the corner. It was crazy looking. And he had so much momentum. It was
Scary.
sick. It was sick. And
Too
Wheeler
bad no one
Yuta,
watched it because on Rampage.
how dare you? Wheeler Yuta was awesome, and he's pretty sick. And he kicked out of the paradigm shift twice, Steven. What the fuck?
This match where we saw live was pretty boring.
Oh, his
But,
versus Josh Woods. Yeah.
That's because it's a gimmick match that wasn't really good.
Well, also we didn't know the gimmick. Like we have no clue what the pure prestige rules are. You know? Like,
Yeah.
come on now. Coming out.
It's actually pretty sick though. He wrote like letters on his chest with blood. That was
Yeah,
pretty cool.
he wrote BBC right on his chest afterwards. That's awesome.
It's just too bad. Like I think people are discussing how like higher ups on the company are discussing how they shouldn't do blood anymore for like advertising purposes.
For AEW?
So yeah.
Damn, but I really love those black and white videos on YouTube, man.
Yeah?
That's so sad. Yeah.
They turned the black and white mode on. What are you gonna do?
No.
No.
Oh, it's devastating. I mean,
Have you heard about I think Triple H saying how WWE is trying to like get more college athletes so they become like an alternative for the NFL or NBA for college people?
Well, it's not just him talking about it. They straight up partnered with, and like the first like major company to partner with like this huge program that like is a funnel for college athletes to get into WWE.
It's pretty sick.
I mean, I guess so.
I mean, that's what New Japan does, right? I think. I don't know.
I know they held a tryout WWE WrestleMania weekend, and they only allowed like college athletes to.
You need a
to show
college
up.
degree.
Essentially, but you have to be like a certain level of college athlete in order to be eligible to attend.
Like D1.
Something. I have no clue, Steven.
Uh-oh.
But that was AEW for the most part this week. We already talked about the Tony Khan shit, which is awesome. Let's go, Tony. Big ups to the AEW bots. Keep it up, guys. You're killing it.
We hate AEW.
Can we get anti-following
bots.
Lucha bots, please? Please,
Yo,
God.
let's go, dude.
I really think we should. Also, I learned that we need on our TikTok, Steven, to talk more about, maybe exclusively about Orange Cassidy.
Yeah?
Because this was our
his gets used, dude.
most viewed TikTok ever. And
I like how most of the comments were shitting on Orange Cassidy. You know, like his
Yeah.
thing was like 2 seconds of the actual like TikTok.
You legit, like the TikTok is that Michael Cole liked to tweet calling Orange Cassidy a twink, like we talked about like a month ago or whatever. And fucking the comments were legit. There's like 49 comments, and all of them are about whether or not Orange Cassidy sucks ass. Which is like, guys, shut up.
Orange Cassidy is the most viewed like AEW wrestler on YouTube.
Let's go above
He's, like,
CM Punk.
insane. Yeah, above CM Punk.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. Oh.
But no, I don't. It's so silly. People don't like Orange Cassidy. Like, guys, it's fucking
I
wrestling.
mean, I feel like they kind of made it too much Orange Cassidy, you know? I like what they're doing with Donhausen right now. Where it's like every so often it'll come up.
Donhausen. It's a very cool pronunciation, man.
Thank you.
What do you mean too much
Yeah.
with Orange Cassidy? Dude barely wrestles.
I don't know.
Dude
I
hasn't
think
wrestled in
it
like
was
6
before
months.
injury.
He's injured.
He got injured. Yeah. It was
the
before
hell?
injury, dude.
Before
he's injured.
Dude, legitimately, his match with Pac and Kenny Omega in the main event last year of whatever pay-per-view was one of my favorite matches I've ever watched. Like, insane, like ridiculous good. Orange Cassidy's great. People are annoying, you know.
You know what? You're just a mark. You're just an AEW hating bot. Poser.
You're so right. You're so fuck Tony Khan, guys.
You're praising AEW. You're a bot.
I am a bot, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah. I am so sorry. We already talked about Miz and Cody being announced. That we have that to look forward to on Raw.
I just think people are just really angry at wrestling. They just don't like it, but they watch it. They don't want to have fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm so afraid of. Like now that I'm watching wrestling a little bit more because of this podcast, I don't want to become actually invested in it again. Because
that's why you don't watch the shows. Just watch YouTube clips.
Exactly.
And
like,
you gotta. Man.
It's just too much. Because like I don't blame it. Like when people are watching that much wrestling, when you're watching Raw, SmackDown, AEW, Rampage, NXT, when you're watching all these shows on a weekly basis, and you're spending that much of your life like in it, I don't blame you when you're like so invested and treat things seriously and take things too seriously. Because like you get fucking just your perspective gets warped, you know. But like, damn, it sucks to take wrestling seriously, right?
I mean, you look like a loser. I'm gonna be honest.
I guess so. I mean,
I'm a loser too.
I do take this seriously though, Steven.
Awesome.
And I'm kind of pissed about this. I was on Twitter earlier, and I saw some devastating news. And I'm actually late to the party. This news is from August of last year.
What? That's so late from now.
Kona Reeves was released from the WWE.
What?
The Finest. Nobody told you he's the finest, Steven. He's gone from WWE.
No way, dude.
I was legitimately angry when I heard this news, okay?
I like this gimmick.
He is awesome. Kona Reeves is sick. He's tall. He's Samoan.
He's tan?
He's tan. He's the finest. Dude, Kona Reeves sucks ass.
Have you seen that like thumbnail where like he's like smiling like super creepily to the camera?
That's awesome.
That was so good.
But no, he's a creepy little bastard, and I loved him. And I had no clue he's gone. What the fuck? He would have fit in great in NXT 2.0. You know?
He injured like I think who did he injure again?
He injured people?
I don't know. It might have been like Hideo. Like I mean,
well,
everyone
good.
injures
Fucking,
Hideo.
yeah, I mean that's not Kona's fault, man. That's not Kona's fault at all. But no, I'm fucking like I want to see Kona Reeves on my TV, and he's not there, and it makes me very sad.
Maybe the better NXT.
I guess so. Also, Hook was announced to be having his first ever indie appearance.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's gonna be fighting for Create Pro, which is Kurt Hawkins' promotion.
I think whenever I see YouTube videos about him like doing interviews backstage, he wears like a hoodie and like a backpack. It's like, oh man, this kid looks 12 right now. It's kind of weird.
He does not look 12, Steven, you know?
No, like in some like the segments he does, he has like a backpack on and like a hoodie, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he looks like a high schooler. It's really weird.
What the hell? Don't say that about Hook. Hook is badass. Did you see him in a strip club? A 12-year-old wouldn't do that, okay? 12-year-old won't be allowed to do that, Steven.
Look at the strip club, dude. Let's go. That guy was so focused on the ass, dude.
How is that a real video? And how did that not get more attention? Okay?
I love
that video. The video. Oh my god, that video.
Staring at the ass, right? And it's just like, This is it, dude. This is Nirvana right here, man.
How have we not used that as the background for you one week too, Steven? What the fuck? Just Hook intensely staring at ass. It's so good.
Man, good for Hook. He's living his life, looking at ass.
He is. He's too good for the indies, honestly. What the fuck? What is Tony doing? He's losing his mind. Because also
matches like are there squash matches?
Yes, they've all been squash matches. Yeah. But Steven, earlier when we talked about Tony Khan putting out that crazy ass tweet about the bots, he also attached to a promotion for Rampage.
We gotta promote Rampage, baby.
Which he announced.
No one watches it.
That a match taking place. Or sorry, maybe it wasn't even Rampage. He was promoting Dynamite, I think. That a match taking place was gonna be Minoru Suzuki versus Samoa Joe for the Ring of Honor TV Championship, which is
this might end up really badly for Samoa Joe.
Crazy.
Kind of scared for Joe. I'm gonna be
I
honest.
guess, but Suzuki isn't gonna do like high impact moves, you know? Like Suzuki isn't doing like fucking superplexes.
Okay, but Samoa Joe got injured in a commercial shoot. You
What?
know? Yeah, I thought he got injured once. He went through a table for a commercial
No,
for
he didn't.
WWE. That was the one that injured him.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, that's what happened.
What was the commercial for?
It was like people do like a move, right? And it'll zoom up to their face like, oh, I guess this is my life now. And then they get their finish hit on them. They hit a finisher, like Ricochet do a 450, and they'll zoom into his face like, hey guys, this is my life now. And he does it. And then Samoa Joe was like going through a table, was like, hey guys, I love my job. And then he falls through a table, and that injured him, apparently.
Guys, I lied. Fucking hate this job. That's so sad. It would have been awesome if it was one of those warning videos. Do not try this at home.
I had surgery on my left knee 17 times.
Oh no, it's devastating.
I wish they played that at the live event.
Dude, I can't even picture what the fuck you're talking about with those commercials. This is my life
No?
right now. You said it's Snickers?
No, it was just a WWE commercial. Let me just look it up, actually.
What the
You can see it
fuck?
after the podcast.
Yeah,
I'll
I
send it
need to.
Yeah.
And he, it's so sad. That was his most recent injury when he vacated the title?
No, I think that was one before it. I think the
Oh,
one where he
okay.
vacated was like we just never learned about.
Okay. Fair enough,
Yeah.
fair enough. That's fucked up. Poor Samoa Joe. Poor Samoa Joe.
For Joey. His
Steven-
debut was sick though. His name is pretty cool.
Yo, let's go.
Yeah.
I think this was most the news that I had for this week. The only other thing is that
Wow.
you know how like The Rock bought the XFL?
Yeah.
They announced
cool.
a new logo, a new branding for the company, and they're already getting sued, which is
Hey, third time's a charm, man.
it's very in
Third time's a
character
charm.
for the fucking XFL. But they are getting sued.
Honestly, the second run was like just COVID, right? And that's what killed it. I
Well,
think?
yeah, COVID struck like literally a month into them being a thing,
Yeah.
which is so sad.
I feel bad for XFL, dude. They really need to be an alternative for like NFL when it's like not the season.
It
for
would
I
have
feel
been
like.
so cool. It was legit. I watched the whole. I took my entire Saturday, and I spent the entire day watching the first day of XFL. I'd never watched a
one?
football game before.
Which one? Like the actual original one?
No, I was fucking 0 years old when it came out, Steven.
Oh, because in the first episode of XFL, what they'll do is like they have like a ball in the middle, and whoever chased the ball first would go first. I think.
Don't
for
think you're
offense.
telling me news that the very first play in the XFL in history, someone broke their arm. Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
It's
Really sick.
awesome. It's awesome. And like a day later,
Samoa
that hot
Joe-
air
Samoa
balloon
Joe, by the
crashes.
way.
Huh?
Samoa Joe right
Oh
there.
no, that's so sad. That's so sad. Yeah, they're getting sued for a cease and desist because their logo looks, I guess, similar to a women's-focused media and commerce company.
Are they
Called
important?
Together. I mean, they're owned by some famous female athletes like Megan Rapinoe's wife and a couple others, I think. But like,
Good for them.
I looked at it, and the logos look nothing alike. Like this is
What?
a total publicity stunt from that women's like group.
Sucks, dude. Poor Rock, dude.
Yeah, like but
Poor
like
XFL.
they don't look similar at all. Like they're both the letter X and they're both split in half. This is where the similarities end. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Do you see it? Like, do you have it pulled up?
Yeah, I
It's
see
fucked
it.
up. Like those don't look similar. You can't confuse those. You have to be a dumb motherfucker to get those confused. You're muted, Steven. You're a dumb motherfucker, Steven. You were just a dumb asshole. How are you muted again? How are you still
Oh.
muted?
Much
Jesus
money
Christ.
needing to be spent on this like
Jesus
thing.
H Christ. I don't
Yeah.
know, Steven. I don't know. I thought that was interesting though. Poor fucking Dwayne. He's had it tough enough in life, you know. He's
Yeah,
he
man.
hasn't had-
Our poor Dwayne, dude. Our poor multi-millionaire like
Oh.
action movie star.
Man,
Poor Rocky.
when's the world gonna give him a break? Honestly.
Dude.
Fucking when. Okay, Steven. I think it's about time we start wrapping up this episode of Following Lucha. Is there anything
No.
that you would like to talk about before we ride off into the sunset on this episode? Or are we all
No.
good? We're all good? Okay.
No.
Then we'll
I'm
be back
muted.
next week, everybody.